following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
Firestone Farm tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire Dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
Hi, this is Dr. Kayla Dunn from Millersburg Dental. I'd like to remind you it is important now more than ever to make your health a priority. A healthy body starts with a healthy mouth, and we can help. Call us today at 330-674-8080. This has been Dr. Kayla Dunn from Millersburg Dental.
Looking to bring more light into your home or close in that back porch? MRV Siding Supply has you covered. Now offering can-clad architectural cladding. Enjoy the beauty of wood without the upkeep. It's maintenance-free with a modern wood look that lasts. Plus, their bifold doors create stunning openings for your three-season room. MRV Siding Supply, your go-to in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com. And bring your space to life with CanClad.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767. The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Tricor Industrial is the local solution for your industrial fasteners, industrial maintenance, repair, and operation supplies. With over 50,000 line items in stock and access to over 2 million products, Tricor Industrial provides the supplies you need in a timely manner to meet your demanding schedules. Stop by their Bowman Street location in Worcester or call them at 330-264-3299. You can find them online at tricorindustrialinc.com.
And I'm joined by Ashland Arrows head football coach, that's Scott Valentine. Ashland, a record of 7-0 on the season. Of course, last year's OCC champs, unbeaten again in the OCC this year at 3-0 on the season. Scott, obviously off to another terrific start. Your team now 17 consecutive regular season wins. What's been working well for your team so far this year?
Well, I think, we brought back our quarterback and our skill guys outside receiver-wise, so that's been a big plus. We had to replace guys up front offensive line-wise, so that's been something that those guys have come along and been led by our center, Brandon Briggs. So that's something that definitely has been a positive for us. And then big surprise is we lost a lot of guys on defense in that graduation, but we've had a lot of guys step in, and with our leader at Mike linebacker, Gunnar Lacey, they've really done a lot of good things, and we've gotten quite a few turnovers.
All that adding up to another unbeaten season so far this year. Of course, your quarterback, senior Nathan Bernhardt, Appalachian State commit, another terrific season for him. You've got a chance to coach really a lot of great offenses, Scott, that you've coached over the years, a lot of great quarterbacks. What's special about Nathan Bernhardt?
Well, I think number one is his work ethic all the way through, and just that work ethic leads to him being a great leader then also. But I think right now, over these last few years, he's gained such a good experience that he now is seeing things a lot quicker, reading things, and gets the ball out of his hands to the right people. So, again, that makes me look like a good coach when a guy does that.
Of course, taking on West Holmes on your home field. What stands out to you so far observing this West Holmes team you're taking on?
Well, I think they're a very physical team. Their runners run the ball very hard and well, and they do a great job, especially in the screen game, of throwing the screens and getting yardage there. And then defensively, they bring pressure from a lot of different places, and their linebackers run to the ball and physical. So, again, we're going to have to match the physicality that they play with.
Match the physicality. Any other keys as far as your team is concerned?
Well, I think special teams is another area. They do a lot of different things, where they place the kickoffs, what they do punt-wise. So our special teams is going to have to play, and we're going to have to try to win that special team battle on Friday night, because that's going to be a key.
Scott, you mentioned obviously this team has played great football, but still looking to get better every single week. You're looking at this final stretch of the regular season. Of course, I'm sure it's a goal to win a conference championship and go far in the playoffs. What do you think you need to do to kind of take that next step here and finish to where you want to finish up as far as the season is concerned?
Well, the one thing we're stressing a lot is we still have way too many mental mistakes, and guys not getting the right call for some reason and mentally not doing the right job. So, that's the one thing we as coaches are trying to stress and looking at, and maybe we got to cut down some stuff, but, it comes down to those guys mentally being prepared each week, and so that's a big point for us as we're going into each week.
You look at these guys, obviously you had the season they had last year and this year, just in terms of guys kind of having an expectation. Now you got to go out and do that, but guys know they can go out there and they can get the job done. How much do they just have that confidence that they know they can go out there and get the job done week in and week out?
Well, I think, like we've talked about, I think confidence is a great thing, but there's a borderline of that where you're at and thinking you don't have to do the little things. And that's, one thing so far, this group, we're really stressing. I think we've come a long ways, but, we still sometimes are not being prepared because of the mental mistakes we're having.
Health-wise, how's the team doing in that regard, Scott?
Well, right now we're pretty healthy. We got a couple guys that have some little injuries but should be coming back at times. So, overall we're staying pretty healthy, and that's the hope as you keep moving through. Especially with our league schedule, how tough it is with the people we play and having to be ready each week.
All right, Scott, I appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you, Matt.
That's the voice of the Ashland Arrows head football coach, Scott Valentine.
Danbury Senior Living in Millersburg, it's not just a place to stay, it's a place you can call home. With active adult living villas, assisted living, and memory care, residents experience a maintenance-free lifestyle, countless social opportunities, gourmet dining, and so much more, all with the peace of mind of knowing the best support is available 24/7. To see what makes our community so special, call 330-473-6860.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Hi, this is Vaughn with Vaughn's Beautiful Beginnings. I am located at 28599 State Road 83, Coshocton. I will have custom designed fresh flowers, silk arrangements for all occasions. My normal hours are Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 9 to noon. I can help you with weddings, homecomings, proms, daily occasions, funerals, or whatever your need. You can reach me 330-231-3954, calling or texting, or you can visit my Facebook page at Vaughn Beautiful Beginnings. Beginning August 12th, Tuesday through Friday, my hours will be 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon. Thank you.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Are pests taking over your home and causing you distress? Don't let these unwanted guests disrupt your life. Call the experts at Holmes Pest Control today. They are experienced professionals that will quickly and safely rid your home of pests from bed bugs and ants to spiders and rodents. They use the latest techniques and environmentally friendly products to ensure your home is pest-free and safe for your family and pets. Don't wait until the problem gets out of control. Call Holmes Pest Control today at 330-674-9094. Take back control of your home. Remember, a pest-free home is a happy home.
Listen up. Westside Automotive is geared up for football season, and they're ready to whip your car into shape for fall. Don't let your vehicle get sacked by rust and corrosion, engine and transmission problems, or brakes. Let the team at Westside Automotive devise a game plan to get your car back in the field. That's Westside Automotive, 180 South Van Anthony Street in Millersburg. Score a touchdown with quality craftsmanship from someone you can trust at Westside Automotive.
Have you been thinking of adding a pet to your family? Hi, this is Jonathan Beam, the dog warden of Holmes County. I invite you to visit us and see the great dogs we have waiting for you and their forever home. Did you know that adopting a shelter pet can serve as a lesson of compassion and responsibility for our future generations? We are located at 5387 County Road 349 in Millersburg. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 to 2. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, this is Croy with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
During this time,
Friday night, Week 8, the West Holmes Knights set to take on the Ashland Arrows from Ashland Community Stadium in about 45 minutes from now. Don't forget to stay with us after the game. Our hometown football Friday night activities continue all evening long, featuring score updates every 10 minutes with the Kilbuck Savings Bank WKLM High School scoreboard. Also, we'll have highlights from the night's game. We'll get the post-game comments of head coach Keaton Leplock. Also, Matt sits down with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels, and a bit later on, Jake Seidel will have a report on your Cleveland Browns. Right now, time to send it to Ashland Community Stadium for tonight's call. Here's WKLM Sports Director Matt Croy.
And good evening. A little cooler, but still a really nice Week 8 of the high school football season from Ashland. Ashland, a bigger one here in the OCC again tonight. The Ashland Arrows, they are unbeaten again at 7-0. They've won 17 consecutive regular season games. Last year's OCC champs. They're 3-0 this year in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. They're currently ranked number 4 in the latest Division II Region 7 computer rankings. They're playing host to the West Holmes Knights, a record of 5-2. They are 3-1 in the OCC, and they're ranked 9th in Division 4 Region 15. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it with head coach Keaton Leplock coming up next on the Hometown Football Friday Night Pregame Show on WKLM.
During this timeout, we at Dr. Brad Welsh and Associates want to thank our patients for the past 30 years for being part of our dental family. Dr. Welsh, Dr. Bostic not only provide routine dental procedures, they also offer advanced dental care, including braces, clear aligners, root canals, wisdom teeth removal, implants, and emergency care. New patients are always welcome. To schedule an appointment, please call us at 330-674-4876 or visit us online at drbradwelsh.com.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Mark your calendar for the 54th Annual Holmes County Home Benefit Auction. The fun kicks off Friday, September 19th at 5 p.m. with volleyball, food, and fun. Come and enjoy our fish fry, kettle stew, soft pretzels, baked goods, and drinks. Saturday the 20th, breakfast begins at 7 a.m. with the auction starting at 8:30. There will be furniture, quilts, and many specialty items. Proceeds benefit the residents of the Holmes County Home. For more information, call 234-301-7432 or follow us on Facebook.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors. Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Barnhart Service Center of Millersburg offers 62 years experience on all types of foreign or domestic cars. For generations, they have taken care of your vehicle needs from the smallest to the largest jobs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. To schedule your appointment today, call Jay at 674-4836. Barnhart Service Center wishes good luck to the West Holmes Knights. Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Before the Kick is being brought to you on WKLM by Holmes Siding Contractors.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Alongside West Holmes Knights head football coach Keaton Leplaw getting set for this Week 8 matchup at Ashland. Looking at last week's loss, what are the things that you guys have focused on the most during the course of this week?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's everything top to bottom. I think one of the positives that came out of it was, Braden's confidence and pushing the ball downfield a little bit and, working on that passing game, because we've talked about before, we got to be able to turn to it. If our run game's not there, defensively it was communication. We've worked on communicating, forcing every single player on the field to communicate everything that they see, and running each play until we communicate it across the board. So defensively, communication was a huge thing. Eye discipline was a huge thing on defense. Just focus on your responsibility, where your eye's supposed to be, what are your keys, what are you supposed to be reading. Going back to the basics over there on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, working on getting off the ball. We were beat across the ball a lot, so working on getting off the ball, tidying up some schemes offensively, getting on the jugs machine, making sure that every ball hits us in the hands we come down with. But, overall, it's a refresh of attitude. I talk to our guys. We don't want this to compound. We want this to be a blip in the radar. Let's go ahead and spend the rest of this week reestablishing our identity. We know who we are. Let's reestablish it and work on our focus and attitude.
You mentioned attitude and focus, and I kind of wonder, sometimes we mentioned on the video this week, sometimes an angry team is a dangerous team. How much of it is about just a mental approach you bring in to the scheme this week that makes a difference in addition to the execution?
Yeah, I think you saw it on the wrong end last week. You saw a Lexington team that came in here that was fired up, that was, they're upset. They weren't viewed as a good team. There's a lot of negative said about them. And, that's what we're hoping this week. We're hoping, like I said, this is a blip in the radar. I told our kids, there's people who are doubting us now, but you got to play with that edge. And if you come out, like you talked about, an angry team's a dangerous team. A team with a chip on their shoulder is a dangerous team, and the focus has been to, get that edge back. Hey, quit licking your wounds, get that edge back, go out there. Nobody thinks you got a shot in this game. Go out there, play with that edge, and just let all the concern and the doubt and the negativity just leave your mind. Go out there and play football. Go out there and play West Holmes football, and what the result is at the end of the game is what it is.
Taking on Ashland, obviously unbeaten, last year's OCC champs. The two things you probably think about with Ashland is Scott Valentine and Nathan Bernhardt, their quarterback, D1 commit, and obviously dual threat for this Ashland team. You got to see him last year. What are the things you have to guard against the most when you're going up against a quarterback like this?
I mean, yeah, going against him last year and then seeing him this year, it's the same thing. He's not necessarily trying to run the ball, a bunch, but he's going Division I for a reason. His ability to read a defense, his ability to see pressures and understand where it's coming from and where the ball's got to go, and the way that offense is built, it's a challenge. You try and bring pressure, well, he's going to put the ball where the pressure comes from. You try and sit back, he takes his time, and then if the pocket breaks down, he's a big kid, he's got great athleticism, and he can take off. I think the thing that I'm excited about is, to see our kids' response to it, see our kids another year in our system, another year in the weight room, put us in a little better situation and try and take that big guy down. But, offensively, they're as sound as it gets offensively. In their schemes, they know what they're doing, they execute it really well, and they're really patient on offense. I've said it this week, this is a team that you can force 3 incompletions, and, they have no worries about it on 4th down. They have, their quarterback, their whole team has confidence in their coach, and their coach has all the confidence in the world in his team. And then, you go out there, you stop him 3 times, and you better stop him that 4th time, or it's going to be a 12-yard gain and the sticks are moving. So, I think it's great pass rush lanes. It's playing low. It's attacking below the waist. It's running to the football. I mean, defensively for us, it's play discipline, keep everything in front of you, read your keys, play sound in your assignment. Then whenever they catch the ball, because they're going to catch the ball, whenever they catch the ball, we just got to have that RH factor. We got to run and hit.
We'll see, Keaton, how much of it is just about competing tonight? Because obviously you don't expect this to be easy. You're playing against a good football team. But the longer you stay in this game, the more you have a chance.
Yeah, definitely. And, Ashland's really patient in what they do. They don't freak out, and they don't try and rush, and they don't try and push. For our kid, like we've talked about, it's coming out fast. It's getting that doubt of we don't belong in this game out of your head right off the rip all week of practice. And it's going out there, reestablishing our identity, playing West Holmes football, and then again, competing. Talk to our guys. They're going to score points. They're going to catch passes. They're going to hit on a blitz. It's all going to happen. We got to be able to respond from it. And we can't let that affect us. We can't get down on ourselves. We can't think we're out of the game. We got to compete and give everything we got and see where it ends up at the end. I mean, this is a top-tier team. Obviously, that's where we want to be as a program, as a top-tier team in the OCC. Last week we didn't show it. I'm excited to see how we respond this week, show how much we grew from that loss last week.
All right, Keaton, thanks for your time, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's the voice of West Holmes Knights head football coach, Keaton Leplaw.
Before the Kick has been brought to you on WKLM by Holmes Siding Contractors.
Hey, have you been to the jewelry store in Millersburg lately?
No, why? What's new?
They've got these gorgeous sterling silver birthstone stackable bracelets. They've got necklaces and earrings. Perfect for gifts or treating yourself.
Birthstones? Stackable? Okay, now I have to check them out.
You'll love them. Stop by the jewelry store at 97 West Jackson Street in Millersburg.
I'm on my way.
The Jewelry Store, where meaning meets style.
Here at Promotion Therapy, our goal is to put our patients' care first. We provide both physical and occupational therapy at our 2 locations in Millersburg and Sugar Creek. If you're unable to make it to our clinics, we will come to you providing our service in-home. And coming next year, we'll be moving into a brand new building in Sugar Creek. You can give us a call at 330-600-0844. From all of us at Promotion Therapy, we wish a safe and successful season to all of the athletes competing this fall.
Reimagine your home with 10% off during the remodeling sale at Kime. Save 10% on decking and railing, vanities, vanity tops, faucets, lighting, flooring, tile, windows, doors, and more. Beat the rush and bring your measurements in so you can plan now and save during the sale. September 8th through 13th at Kime Home Center in Charm. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Season in Knight Stadium, Ashland got the win over West Holmes by the score of 56-28. The Knights got a score in the first quarter. Logan Zoller's a 32-yard touchdown reception from Morgan Smith, but Ashland led at 14-7 after one. Knights scored again in the second. It'll be Len Klein on a 15-yard touchdown grab from Morgan Smith. However, Ashland tacked on 2 more scores. They had a 28-14 lead at halftime. And now Ashland in the second half. Ashland would score a touchdown in the third. They led 35-14 through 3. Each team would score a pair of touchdowns in the fourth. For the Knights, it would be Maddox Graham, a 4-yard run, and also Logan Zoller's an 80-yard touchdown reception from Morgan Smith on the 80-yard grab. But that wasn't enough as Ashland got the win 56-28. For the Arrows, 14 first downs. West Holmes had 17 in the game. However, the Arrows ran for 215 yards on 27 carries. West Holmes rushed for 78 yards on 23 carries. For Ashland, passing-wise, 357 yards passing for Nathan Bernhard, going 22 of 25 passing in that game. Morgan Smith was 23 of 40 passing for 387 yards in that contest. In all, West Holmes had 465 yards of offense. Ashland had 572, and Ashland got that 56-28 win. That win for Ashland stamped the 4-game losing streak to West Holmes. The last win before that for Ashland over West Holmes was back in 2019 when they defeated the Knights that year by the final margin of 49-24. West Holmes last year going 7-6 overall, following the St. Clairsville in the regional semifinals. Ashland went 12-1 last season, and their only loss last year came for them in the Division II Region 7 regional semifinals, going down to Big Walnut by the score of 28-10 a season ago. Of course, for the Arrows, they went 6-0 to capture the outright OCC championship a season ago. Stay tuned, we'll have more to come on the Hometown Football Friday night pregame show on WKLM.
Ool Septic System is a proud supporter of the West Holmes Knights. Hi, this is Dick Ool, owner of Ool Septic in Millersburg. I have been in business for over 20 years and have lived in the community my whole life. We believe in our community and our school system. We are dedicated to our customers and provide prompt, dependable service at a reasonable price. Did you know that the health department recommends pumping your septic system every 3 to 5 years? For more information, give me a call at 330-674-1424. Go Knights!
Ready to go hog wild for game day grilling? Rody's IJ has meat deals that'll make your spatula do a touchdown dance.
I already named my grill Coach Sizzle. Let's do this.
USDA bone-in pork loin chops, $3.28 a pound. Bone-in sirloin roast, just $2.48 a pound.
That's less than a nosebleed seat.
Boneless Western-style pork ribs, $3.28 a pound. Whole pork shoulder, $1.98 a pound.
I'm smoking that shoulder so long, it's getting the biography.
Ground round, cube steak, and 2-pound grapes for $3.98. Strawberries for $4.78.
I'm emotionally invested in this fruit.
All this week at Rody's IJ Millersburg. Don't miss it.
Shreve Custom Meats is a proud supporter of the West Holmes Knights. Hi, this is April from Shreve Custom Meats. We have you covered from the gridiron to the grill. Get ready for your special event by stopping at Shreve Custom Meats for our great selection of Ocker grilling beef. Shreve Custom Meats, across from the fire station. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, Fridays 8 to 6, and Saturdays 8 to 1. Call today for special pricing at 330-567-2142.
Go Knights!
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
It's, of course, lost week 1 at home to Triway, 23-21 in that 2-point loss, but then rattled off 5 consecutive wins with home win over Orville, 28-20, then one at Dover, 28-7, a 45-6 victory at Mansfield Senior, followed by a road win over Madison by the score of 35-0. Then they won at home over Worcester, 39-6, before last week's loss when they went down to Lexington, 41-7. The lone score for West Holmes, of course, came in the fourth quarter on a 56-yard touchdown pass by Brandon Parsons to Rhett Cheney, but that was it, as Ashland won the game by a final score of 41-7. The game where for the Minutemen, they had 13 first downs. The Knights had 11 last week. Lexington ran for 122 yards on 21 carries. West Holmes ran for 71 yards on 19 carries in that loss last week. And for Ashland, 10 for 10 passing for 155 yards. All that came in the first half. Did not pass at all in the entire second half for them. And West Holmes, 200 yards passing, a 13-27 passing for the contest in all. Lexington, 277 yards. West Holmes had 271. And Lexington got that win over West Holmes by the score of 41-7. For Ashland, all wins for them so far this year as they defeated Bay at home 43-10 in week 1. A 42-7 victory over Marion Harding in week 2 at home. Back-to-back road victories over Clyde, 35-21 in New Philadelphia, 34-7. Then home wins over Dover by the score of 42-7. Defeated Madison at home, 38-7, and won at Mansfield Senior last week by the score of 48-19. Ashland 7-0. They won now 17 consecutive regular season contests. For Ashland, averaging just over 40 points per contest on the season. West Holmes comes in averaging 29 a game. And for the Arrows, they're giving up just over 11 points per contest defensively, while West Holmes gives up 14.5 a game on the defensive end. Overall around the area through 7 weeks into the season, Triway is 6-1. They're ranked 3rd in the latest computer rankings in Division 5, Region 18. Garraway is 5-2, ranked 9th in Division 6, Region 21. I mentioned West Holmes 5-2. They're ranked 9th in Division 4, Region 15. Danville 4-3. They're ranked 8th in Division 7, Region 27. Lauderdale is 2-5, and Waynedale is 0-8. In the OCC, Ashland and Lexington, they're tied atop the standings, both 3-0 in conference play. Ashland ranked 4th in Division 2, Region 7. Lexington ranked 4th in Division 3, Region 10. West Holmes is 3-1 in the conference. New Philadelphia 3-1. Madison is 1-3. Mansfield Senior 0-4, and Worcester also 0-4 in the OCC. In the Inter-Valley Conference North Division, it is Malvern and Newcomerstown, both 2-0 in conference play. Malvern ranked 4th in Division 7, Region 25. Newcomerstown ranked 11th in Division 6, Region 23. Buckeye Trail is 1-1 in the IVC North. East Canton also 1-1. They're ranked 7th in Division 7, Region 25. Strasburg is 0-2. They're ranked 4th in Division 7, Region 27. And TCC also 0-2 in IVC North Division play. In the IVC South Division, it's Ridgewood and Indian Valley tied atop the standings. Of course, they're squaring off tonight over at Jeanette and Hutton. Ridgewood is ranked 6th in Division 6, Region 23. Indian Valley ranked 5th in Division 4, Region 15, the same region West Holmes was in. Again, both of those teams 2-0 in the IVC South. Garraway 1-1 in the conference. Claymont is 1-1. They're ranked 7th in Division 5, Region 17, while Tusky Valley and Sandy Valley both 0-2 in IVC South Division action. Stay tuned. We have more to come on the Hometown Football Friday Night pregame show after this on WKLM.
Friday nights are back, and that means West Holmes football is ready to light up the field. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, we stand behind the Knights every step of the way. Troy Miller Agency, a proud Wayne insurance provider, is cheering loud for our players, coaches, families, and fans. Here's to a season of hard hits, big plays, and hometown pride. Contact Troy Miller Agency for all your insurance needs at our Shreve and Berlin locations. Local, loyal, and always on your team.
Troy Miller Agency Insurance.
Let Schönbrunn Gardens and Landscaping build your backyard dreamscape this season. With their 2 landscape designers, they can provide the design, build, and maintenance of your landscaping project. They even offer architectural rendering and 3D computer imaging, allowing you, the customer, to see firsthand what your landscaping project is going to look like. Plus, with their full-service garden center, they have a huge variety of medium and large trees to choose from. That's Schönbrunn Gardens and Landscaping on State Route 39 in Dover and Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit them on the web at SchönbrunnLandscaping.com.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Also, Chippewa playing host to Wayneville. Danville's at Centerburg, and Cardington Lincoln is at Loudonville. In the OCC, Worcester playing host to Mansfield Senior. Madison's at Dover, while New Philadelphia is at Lexington. And, of course, outside of the OCC, got Ridgewood at Indian Valley. That'll be a big one tonight as well. And Claymont is at Sandy Valley. TCC at East Canton in Newcomerstown playing host to Malvern. Buckeye Trail is at Strasburg as well. Reminded of that Tusky Valley Garraway game that is being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, so you can find that again on YouTube tonight and also on stream too on WKLM-FM.com. This game tonight, of course, live, this West Holmes Ashland game live on FM 95.3 and also stream one on WKLM-FM.com. We'll be posting the video stream to the WKLM YouTube page immediately following this contest as soon as it's over with. That is per Ashland regulations, so we will be posting that video to the stream to YouTube right as soon as this game is over with tonight on the WKLM YouTube page. Tonight's coin toss brought to you by the Kilbuck Savings Bank. And tonight, West Holmes won the toss. They elected to defer, and Ashland will receive the football to start off the game. Again, tonight's coin toss brought to you by the Kilbuck Savings Bank. We'll get some thoughts from Scott Vaughn right after this on the Hometown Football Friday Night pregame show on WKLM.
EcoSeal Home Solutions has been serving all of Northeast and Central Ohio as the leader in foundation, waterproofing and repair, basement exit systems, and gravel delivery. Whether you're building a new home or your existing home foundation and basement is in need of some TLC, EcoSeal has the answer. For more information or to schedule a free estimate, call 330-893-SEAL. That's 330-893-7325.
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedoor.com for a free quote today.
This is Dr. Ryder with Active Chiropractic. Dr. Alexander and I are accepting new patients and look forward to helping you get back to a pain-free lifestyle. Chiropractic is a great way not only to help with back pain, but also headaches, sciatica, herniated disc, shoulder pain, knee pain, and more. We have the most available office hours in the area to help you 6 days a week and even on evenings. Our office is located in Millersburg. You can contact us through activechiropractic.co, where we now offer easy online scheduling for existing and new patients, or you can call us at 330-674-4373. Again, that is 330-674-4373. We look forward to helping you, and go Knights!
If you own an SUV or light truck, finding the perfect tire just got a whole lot easier. Let Holmes Tire Incorporated show you what the Yokohama Geolandar HT 56 can do for your daily drive. Stop by today and fill out a finance application for approval with no credit needed on the Yokohama Geolandar HT 56. Call Holmes Tire Incorporated in Millersburg at 330-674-0025 or their other location in West Salem, 330-648-2401, Mount Vernon, 740-392-1811 in Loudonville, 419-408-3607.
Obviously a big one they're trying to bounce back with this week against the Arrows.
Yeah, the nice part about this is, they're not out of it. It's not the playoffs yet. One bad week, you can put that behind you and turn the week around and use that as motivation coming into this week. So, it's not like they're down and out of it yet. It's not that deep into the season. But certainly, we need to be a little bit more urgent, and it's a great opportunity maybe for Ashland to be overlooking West Holmes and us to be a little bit hungry, like Coach Leplaw said, and be looking to knock off a team that, maybe they could come in a little bit sleepy.
No question. Nathan Murdhart, we know what he's been able to accomplish there. He has a school record now in completions and also total touchdowns. Outstanding quarterback, a guy that Keaton Leplaw talked about as a defense. You need to try to keep those receivers in front of you and not get burnt, because certainly he's talented enough in the receivers to be able to do that. Yeah, he highlights this team, but it's certainly a team full of very talented individuals. Valentine does a great job of developing those players from the youth all the way up through. I got to see that in the middle school whenever he was here before in his first stint. And, the quarterback is unbelievable. We've seen that since his freshman year. He can do about all of it, run, pass, whatever he needs to do to win the game, he's willing to do it. Big challenge for the defense, but how much is the onus on the offense this week, Scott, knowing that they have to be able to move the ball here to try and keep that ball out of Ashland's hands? Yeah, I think, if we can establish that run game, keep the ball out of Ashland, the offense's hands, and control that clock, and we can really change the mindset of Ashland. As we're running the ball. If we can establish that line of scrimmage like we have in the past before last week, that could play a huge part in this game. Yeah, we know this offense more than capable of doing that. Even when you look at back last week, a couple of turnovers certainly can change things, a couple of drop passes, and just little things like that may be prevented from West Holmes doing what they normally do, but they're certainly very capable of going out there and making something happen on the offensive end. Yeah, turnovers are a huge part, and that changes momentum. Momentum is real. And especially in a high school game, they're only teenagers. They can change their mindset in a switch. Our defense gets a turnover, starts putting a little bit of doubt in the other team's mind, and that changes the whole thing. That ball starts rolling, and it's hard to come back from sometimes. That's the voice of Scott Vaughn. We'll take another break, come back with more on the Hometown Football Friday night pregame show on WKLM.
When you work the land, out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number, and that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Call Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39 Millersburg, for your farm tire needs.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time once again to cheer on our West Holmes Knights. Hi, this is Sarah Clark. Stop by and visit us off of State Route 39 right next to the Methodist Church. At Creative Edge, we personalize a unique look for each individual. We care and build relationships with each client, and we strive for the latest trends. Creative Edge is a full-service salon offering dimensional hair color, haircut designs, nails, pedicures, massage, facials, waxing, eyelash lifts, and tints. Please call for an appointment today at 330-674-3343. Go Knights!
And tonight's starting line is brought to you by Keim Home Center in Charm. The Arrows will get the ball first, and for Ashland Center, Brandon Briggs is a 6'3", 265-pound senior. At the guards, Trey Reese, a 6'2", 250-pound senior, and Kyle Kramer, a 6'1", 240-pound senior. At the tackles, Grayson Blau, a 5'11", 260-pound junior, and Grayston Martin is the 6', 240-pound senior. At wide receiver is senior Braden Donatini, has 4 touchdown grabs on the year. Junior Killian O'Brien has 7 touchdown receptions on the season, and junior Grayson Baith has 2 touchdown receptions and 7 touchdown runs on the year, and senior Gabe Baith has 2 touchdown receptions on the season, and also senior Dakota Crudy has 1 touchdown grab on the season. Quarterback Nathan Bernhard has the school record in completions and also total touchdowns. The 6'6", 240-pound senior has thrown for 1,276 yards, 16 touchdowns, and also has ran for 14 touchdowns on the season. And now for the West Holmes defensive starters.
Oliver Fleming, junior, D-line. Grady Hawkins, senior, D-line. Max Coakley, senior, defense tackle.
Zach Hustak, junior, D-line.
Lynn Klein, senior, outside linebacker.
Chris Williams, junior, linebacker.
Braxton Blake, junior, middle linebacker.
Cody Michi, freshman, outside back.
Cody Gallion, junior, cornerback.
Matt Kraft, junior, cornerback. Brett Cheney, sophomore, safety.
And now for the West Holmes offensive starters.
Parker Hawksworth, junior, center.
Chuck Cooper, junior, left guard.
Max Coakley, senior, offensive line.
Zach Hustak, junior, left tackle.
Bowden McCauley, junior, O-line.
Braden Parsons, junior, quarterback.
Brody Bowman, senior, running back.
Matt Kraft, junior, wide receiver.
Brett Cheney, sophomore, wide receiver.
Cody Michi, freshman, wide receiver.
Lynn Klein, senior, wide receiver.
MRV Siding Supply is introducing another line of stone called Casa di Sassi, where old world charm meets modern luxury. Whether you're looking to enhance your outdoor space or add a touch of sophistication to your interior design, their wide range of products will meet your every need. Choose from a variety of styles and colors to create the perfect ambiance for your space. Casa di Sassi, where timeless beauty meets exceptional quality. Discover the possibilities at MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg, or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
And tonight's national anthem has been brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. And now out of that, back to the starters. And then for the Ashland defensive starters, here's Scott Vaughn.
Yeah, Ashland will be running a 3-3-5, which they can switch around and make a 5-man front as well. At left defensive end will be Drayston Martin. He is second in sacks. He's a senior, 6 foot, 240 pounds. At the nose tackle will be junior, 5'11", 260-pounder Grayson Blau. Brandon Briggs will be the other defensive end on the other side. He's a senior, 6'3", 265 pounds. At the linebacker spots is Tanner Wolf. He's a senior, 5'8", 165 pounds. Gunnar Lacey, who's leading the team in tackles and also tackles for a loss. He's a senior, 5'11", 210 pounds. Trent Summers is the other linebacker, the third one. He's a senior, 6'1", 180 pounds. They have two cornerbacks on the outside, junior 6'2", 185 pound Killian O'Brien. And then Jeff Hickey, he is a junior. He's 6 foot, 170 pounds. The three safeties in the back, Jordan Ferguson, he's a senior, 5'10", 160 pounds. Braden Donatini, he is a senior, 6 foot, 175 pounds. Gabe Baith, he's a senior, 5'8", 160 pounds.
Ashland is 7-0 on the season, 3-0 in the OCC. They're coached by Scott Valentine. West Holmes, a record of 5-2. They're 3-1 in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. They're coached by second-year head football coach, that is Keaton Lepla. Tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Keim Home Center in Charm. Stay tuned, we'll have more to come next on WKLM.
This is Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. I have partnered with Buckeye Insurance Group to provide our customers with insurance coverage at competitive rates, backed by outstanding service. If you would like a no-obligation review of your farm, home, or auto insurance, see me, Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Reimagine your home with 10% off during the remodeling sale at Keim. Save 10% on decking and railing, vanities, vanity tops, faucets, lighting, flooring, tile, windows, doors, and more. Beat the rush and bring your measurements in so you can plan now and save during the sale. September 8th through 13th at Keim Home Center in Charm. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Broman & Byler in Millersburg is a local full-service accounting firm. Hello, this is John Byler. We offer a complete range of services from tax, business, and estate planning to bookkeeping and payroll services. When choosing a financial advisor at tax time, choose Broman & Byler at 161 North Washington Street in Millersburg. You can reach us at 330-674-8222.
Royal oil changes are essential to keeping your car, truck, or van running smoothly and efficiently. At Southside Quick Lube, we understand that maintenance matters and your time matters as well. So no appointment needed. Simply pull in, remain in your vehicle, and let the experienced Southside Quick Lube crew provide a quality, convenient oil change. While they're there, ask about Starbright's monthly car wash plan and take care of that outside of that vehicle as well. Done fast, done right, and you're back on the road. Southside Quick Lube on Seat Road 83, south of Millersburg.
And I do have this announcement for you. You're invited to Fright Night. And for the West Holmes elementary students and their younger siblings are invited to dress up in their Halloween costumes and trick or treat for free on October 27th. That's October 27th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at West Holmes High School Stadium. And you can put on it's put on by the West Holmes High School sports teams and clubs. The band light show will be following from 8 to 9:30 p.m. also that night. Admission is $2 for adults and $1 for kids. You can't beat that. It's about as affordable as it gets. The concession stand will be open also for the band show. So again, that's going to be Fright Night from 6 to 7:30 at the West Holmes High School football stadium. And following that, even more fun with the band light show from 8 to 9:30. All takes place on October 27th. We'll take another break, come back with more on the kickoff coming up next on WKLM.
Melway Paving Company is a well-known asphalt paving contractor for homes in surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, chip and seal coating. For your next paving project, call Melway Paving at 330-279-9000. Melway Paving is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, Coshocton, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help managing a chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Hi, this is Maria from The Glass Doctor. At The Glass Doctor, we do a wide variety of glass, from auto glass to commercial storefronts, shower doors, vinyl windows, mirrors, tabletops, fogged windows, heavy equipment glass, and we also carry acrylic and polycarbonate products. Whatever your glass needs are, we can fix your panes. Call The Glass Doctor at 330-674-7556.
Call The Glass Doctor, we'll fix your panes. Oh, yeah.
Back in the studio, Matt Croy alongside Scott Vaughn for tonight's broadcast. We'll be posting the video stream to the WKLM YouTube page immediately following the contest, courtesy of Claxon Communications. Of course, that is per Ashland regulations. It is Jacob Heading producing tonight's video stream coverage. Sheldon Stotts working the camera. But again, you'll be able to find that. We'll post that on delay immediately following this game to the WKLM YouTube page, so look for that. Also later on tonight, of course, after the contest, we'll have hometown football Friday night. We'll have all the area scores for you every 10 minutes all the way until midnight. And also have the post-game interview with head coach Keaton Leplaw, highlights from tonight's contest, and the conversation with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels. And Jake Seidel has the Cleveland Browns report and more, all coming away tonight on Hometown Football Friday night. McElroy alongside Scott Vaughn, and Scott starting to get late in the year, and always getting kind of fun to kind of check those scores after the games, because a lot of these games are very meaningful at this part of the season.
Yeah, between the games upcoming, the teams that are in your region, and then also the teams you played, looking at if they're scoring points as far as victories that we've earned in the past. So yeah, it starts to get very interesting, and especially now they've cut down the playoffs a little bit here. So yeah, it's getting to that fun part of the year where everything gets a little bit more exciting. We're getting closer to the playoffs, and finally our weather's turning here. It feels like football weather a little bit more now.
Yes, it does. Again, 12 teams in the region, as you mentioned, this year as opposed to 16. Ashland are making West Holmes with their road white jerseys and blue numerals in blue pants and red stripes. Ashland with their home black jerseys, black pants, white numerals, and orange stripes as well. Getting set to kick the ball off for West Holmes from left to right, going to be Garrett Oberst, the junior kicker, in tonight's opening kickoff, brought to you by Millersburg Tire Service.
I'm interested to see here if we try to steal a possession.
Here's a bouncing kick Middle of the field.
Get the ball.
And what? Hold everything. There's a flag down there called offsides on the offense. Interesting.
Yeah, I was watching the ball. I wasn't even watching our kickoff team, but maybe that kid from Ashland pulled up because he saw that flag already and the whistles blew, but I thought we were going to get that ball as it bounced off his shins.
It looked like it there momentarily for sure, but instead we'll have to do the kicking again. He'll back it up now to the 35 to kick this ball off.
Here it'll be interesting to see if they keep that same little squib kick and try to get on the ball, or if they try to go a little bit deeper and play the field possession game.
Yeah, a little pooch kick to the far side of the field, takes a bounce, stays in bounds, I believe. They're going to be, no, they are going to let it roll out of bounds.
Goodness gracious.
So
they're going to call the same thing again.
Yeah, another offsides on the kickoff. Wait, you never see this. So that's back-to-back. So now we'll kick it, I guess, from the 30.
Yeah, that's one that you don't see very often, maybe once a game, but certainly not 2 times in a row. And, these are things that, again, like we kind of talked about last week, when you're playing a team like Ashland, you can't really shoot yourself in the foot here with penalties.
So back-to-back offsides penalties on the offense on the kickoff. And now Oberst will kick the ball off again from his own 30-yard line. Here's the kick. He'll just pound it to the far side of the field this time. Takes a bounce to the 20, to the 15, stays in bounds, return to the 20. Center step down to the 25. A throw down. Fumble.
We might have
shy
got
of the 25-yard line. West Holmes thinks they have it, and I believe they do. How about that?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you couldn't have scripted that one. Back-to-back penalties on West Holmes on the kickoff, which you never see. Then the kickoff is sitting down the field, which West Holmes rarely does, and they cause a fumble and they recover it.
And I don't even know why the Ashland player picked up that ball. It looked like it was headed out towards the sideline. If he would have let that go, he's got 15 yards without even have to put any effort in. He picks up that ball. There's a little bit of confusion there with another player from Ashland, and then great job by I missed the number who got the tackle, forced the fumble, but yeah, perfect. Well, no, looks like they're giving Ashland the ball with it.
Okay, are they going to keep it?
Coach Lepla is hot down there. He's giving the ref a
little confusion. Now they're saying Ashland has the ball, throwing 24. Here's the snap. Bernhard. Pass goes near side. Caught. Stutter step to the 25 by Bates to the 30 and goes down the near sideline. Tight ropes it just past the 35. And maybe a little shove there at the end of that play in the out of bounds area. And they're going to call that a late hit on West Holmes on that pass completion to the near side of the field. That went that time over to Bates.
Yeah, so we're going to see this a lot from Ashland. They're going to kind of dink and dunk, kind of lull the defense to sleep, and then they're going to try to take a deep shot. The receiver was just kind of tight roping the sideline there, and he took a step or two out of bounds, and one of our individuals on defense kind of gave him a little shove, and then he hit the turf. And anytime they fall too, it makes it look a lot worse. And so he hit the turf, and that call wasn't even close. That was the right call by the officials.
So it went about 13 yards for the pass completion, then tack on another 15. The ball will be spotted now at the 48 of West Holmes for Ashland. Here's the snap. And jet sweep, and the carry goes straight ahead to the 45, thrown down at about the 43-yard line. It'll be Grayson Bates that time. He'll be thrown down for about a 5-yard carry.
Shocking here. Our two leading tacklers, Braxton Blake and Coy Beachy on the tackle. Stopped them for about a gain of 4 here.
So, second down and 6 from the West Holmes 44. Ashland has the ball. 3 split wide right, 2 off to the left side. Motion man Grayson Bates from left to right, the snap. Play action. Bernhard. Pass deep down the far side of the field. Going to be incomplete out near the 10-yard line. Good coverage, and that pass knocked away right around the 10.
Yeah, I think that was Cody Gallion sliding over there, doing a nice job. I don't even know that was his area, but good awareness by him to slide over and kind of get his hands in the receiver's hands and deflect that ball before they can make that catch.
Intended for senior receiver Gabe Bates. Of course, the other receiver and running back Grayson Bates, and now it's 3rd and 4 from that 48-yard line. Snap to Bernhard. Bernhard's pass, far side of the field, going to be caught at the 40, make that 38, and taken out of bounds to the far side of the field by Dakota Crudy. That'll be a first down, and spot that. It looks like at about the 36-yard line. That goes for about 8 yards.
great play call there and great awareness by the receivers. Just kind of a little hitch route, got past the first down marker and turned and, showed his quarterback his numbers. Great pass by the quarterback to get it on him, and they got just enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Snap to Bernhardt. Jet sweep. Here's the carry. And this time it'll be Grayson Bates hit and thrown down at the 36. No gain.
Yeah, those 8 and 9s. I think that was Braxton Blake on the tackle there. Nice job by Braxton to see that coming, shed the blocker, and get up there for a tackle there at the line of scrimmage and not allow the ball carrier to gain 8 yards.
So it brings up 2nd down and 10 from the West Holmes 36. Ashland has the ball, their opening drive of the game. 3 split wide right, 2 off to the left side. Bernhardt's in the shotgun. The snap, Bernhardt dropping back. Pass deep to the far side of the field. It's going to be a leaping grab as they held on to. It was the out of bounds out near the 5.
Oh, my God.
They're going to call that a catch. What a grab. They're going to call that a catch that time by Gabe Baith on the leaping grab to the far side of the field to get right around that 5-yard line.
Yeah, that was an excellent catch by him. The quarterback threw it exactly where he needed to throw it, away from both the defenders. We had 2 guys right there. That's the opposite side of the field from us, so we didn't get a great view. It kind of looked like we might have shoved him out of bounds, but he must have got a foot in before he went out of bounds. Excellent catch.
31 yards, 1st and goal from the 5. The snap, Bernhardt straight ahead. The carry into the end zone. No, it'll be hit. Yes, it will be a touchdown. Nathan Bernhardt, 6'6" tall, so he's plenty tall to stretch that out. His 15th rushing touchdown of the year, and Ashland will strike first. They're up 6-0.
Yeah, that was quarterback run all the way. He got that ball and he was taken off immediately. There was no scramble to that. It was just kind of a quarterback dive. He was sitting by himself in the backfield, and nice job by Baith running hard. He has no fear back there.
No doubt. And now the snap, the hold, and the kick. And the kick is going to be good on the kick by Carson O'Brien, now 38 of 40 on PATs this season. Ashland 7, West Holmes nothing. 10:07 to play, first quarter. This is OCC football on WKLM. Millersburg Dental, where passion for oral health meets high-quality care. Dr. Kayla Dunn and her team are highly trained in the latest technology and treatment approaches to take your oral health to the next level, all while creating a comfortable experience. Whether you're interested in general preventative care, implants, Invisalign, Botox, or aesthetics, they are sure your needs are met. Now accepting new patients. Call today at 330-674-8080.
Whether you have acres of woods or a small group of trees, the Rick Hawkins Lumber Company is ready to turn your timber into cash. Rick Hawkins Lumber in Kilbuck practices selective timber harvesting, meaning they carefully harvest only the trees that need to be cut. With the proper forest management and experienced timber crews from Rick Hawkins Lumber, your timber will be harvested on a regular basis over the coming years, earning you extra money. Call Rick Hawkins Lumber in Kilbuck today at 330-276-5911.
Pass sent away. It'll be pounded to the near side of the field. Goes into the end zone. And didn't stay in there. So it will be a touchback for West Holmes. So no return. They'll have it at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, safe kick by the kicker. Launched that thing. It probably landed about halfway through the end zone before it got out of bounds. So West Holmes will be getting the ball at the 20-yard line. We'll see what we got going on offense this week. See if they have a little bit more deception and a little mix between run and pass here.
See if the Knights can answer that touchdown by Ashland. 7-0 Arrows. Tonight's scoreboard update brought to you by the Kilbuck Savings Bank. And it'll be Parsons in the shotgun. Motion man Lynn Klein. Snap to Parsons. Hand off goes to Bowman. Bowman looking for some room. Goes forward and thrown down as he dives forward out near the 21 and short gain of about a yard.
Yeah, I got to imagine that they're going to be really keying on the run here against us and really making us pass the ball. Seeing our film from previous games, it's obvious that we want to establish the run first. So, they're going to make us play left-handed and make us throw that ball.
2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line. 7-0 Ashland. West Holmes has the ball. 2 split wide right. 1 off to the left side. Parsons under center. Motion man, that's Rhett Cheney from left to right to snap. Play action on the left. Here's Parsons. Short pass to be caught by Lynn Klein. Klein goes out of bounds out near the 25. I'll spot that closer to where? It will be about the 25-yard line on that pass.
Yeah, that's a tough rollout to the left for a right-handed quarterback, and he did a nice job turning his body and getting that pass right on Lynn. gain a few yards there on that catch out in the flats.
They end up seeing he went out of bounds actually at 23, so only give him a couple yards. So now 3rd and 7 from that 23-yard line.
Whoa.
And everybody moving up here. Ashland was way off sides on that. We'll see if he was drawn off or not. Going to call that on the Ashland defense. So that'll make things more manageable. A 3rd and 2 coming up on that 5-yard penalty on the Arrows.
Yeah, that was wild because it was well after Parsons had his fake snap count, and the offense popped up to take a peek over at the sideline to see what the play call was, and he just went flying past the line. I don't know if the line standing up caught him, but it certainly wasn't the snap count from Parsons.
3rd and 2 from the 28. 2 split wide right. 1 off to the left side. Parsons in the shotgun. Bowman's back there in the backfield. And the snap. Parsons gets the handoff. Here's the carry. Len Klein first down as he dives his way forward out near the 35-yard line. With misdirection. Klein got it. That time goes for about 7 yards for the first down on the Len Klein carry.
I love that play. That's that Vegas play that we talked about. Was it last week? You get everybody's flowing to the left side of the line. Linemen are all going. The quarterback and running back are going. So everybody is reading that way. And then you got Lynn coming against the grain, and it seems like it's always open over there. So excellent job by West Holmes to get that first down.
Outstanding play. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard on the side. There's Parsons dropping back for a pass. Short pass going to be dangerous. Almost picked off out near the 40. Tried to force that one in there. I think the Klein near the 40, but it wasn't there.
Yeah, it looked like Gunnar Lacey just came flying up from kind of a deep middle zone there. And, Red was reading Parsons' eyes, and he about got that ball. He still another step, and that thing was intercepted.
Knights fortunate they'll keep it. 2nd and 10 now at the 35-yard line. 7-0 Ashland. And wide receivers split wide left, 2 off to the right side. Backs are split. Parsons in the shotgun. The snap. Here's the handoff. Bowman straight ahead. Hit, and he'll be driven backwards. Nothing doing that time. That'll be no gain, stuffed at the 35.
Yeah, the big difference in the, last week and then, just watching so far this week is, Brody was getting some clean runs and wasn't really getting hit until the second level, hitting that linebacker spot. So, we need to get him clean through that first level and let him use his moves there and his speed to get to that second and third level and get us some big runs here.
See what West Holmes can do here on 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line. 7-0 Ashland. Knights had the ball. 3 split wide left. 1 off to the right side. Parsons in the shotgun. Bowman's in the backfield. The snap to Parsons. Dropping back. Parsons looking. Rolls left. Looking downfield. And finally gets rid of it. Hit as he threw it and throws it out of bounds. Took a hard hit on the process, but it'll be a 4th down on that incomplete pass.
Yeah, Gunnar Lacey up there making all sorts of plays here so far for Ashland's defense. Looking downfield as Parsons was rolling out, I would like to see some of those receivers come back and help him a little bit, as opposed to just staying in the spots they're supposed to be in. Once that's that scramble drill, you kind of got to go find space and help your quarterback out. But as he threw that thing away, Gunnar Lacey put a lick on him at the sideline.
Offense out there. Of course, also the punter for West Holmes is quarterback Braden Parsons. But 4th and 10 from their own 35, the snap, and he will indeed punt it. We send away, bounces near the 32, and a return from the 28 for Ashland. Breaks a tackle to the far side, Bates to the 40. Far side line to the 50. Pass midfield, Bates now to the 40. Still going to the 35, to the 30. Bates now goes slower to the 20. 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that'll be, that time, Gabe Bates from the 28 all the way to the end zone. That goes 72 yards to the house.
Yeah, we had, that wasn't a terrible punt. He kind of got it going end over end. I can't tell there at the end of the 40-yard line there on the short side. Is there a flag out there or not?
Talking with officials here. I don't see the flag, but maybe it looks like there's going to be a block in the back, indeed. So wipe out that touchdown due to the block in the back. Now I do see the flag now. It was at about the 37 or so of West Holmes.
Yeah, and on the punt, like I said, it was going end over end, so I thought maybe even the returner was going to let that thing go. He picked it up. We had 2 guys right there. We just ended up missing the tackle, which, those little things we have to take care of to be able to compete with a team like Ashland. So we got fortunate there with the block in the back, so we got to take advantage of this.
No doubt about it. Tonight's defensive player of the game brought to you by Bulldogs Towing and Recovery. They're fast, dependable, and ready to roll 24/7. Give them a call, 330-231-4111, and let the dogs haul it. See what the situation of this ball here. And they're going to be spotting the ball at the West Holmes 47-yard line to start off this drive. Tonight's game clock brought to you by D&M Rock. 7:46 to play in the opening quarter. Ashland ball up 7-0. At the West Holmes 47. Spread formation as per usual. Here's Bernhard. Takes it straight ahead to the 45. Sutter Sipsey dives his way out near the 40-yard line. That'll be a 7 yards on that quarterback carry.
Yeah, I saw Zach Hustack on the tackle. I did not catch the other one. Might have been Chris Williams there. We'll give him credit. He's always got his nose on the ball. But yeah, that kid, he is big, and you would think he would just stand back there and throw the ball around. But man, when he runs, he goes. There's no second guessing. He just goes.
He can make you pay either way. Brings it 2nd and 3 from the West Holmes 40-yard line. Bernhard in the shotgun, 3 split wide left, 2 off to the right side. Motion man, that'll be Baith from right to left to left. Maybe the jet sweep now to Grayson Baith. Tries to turn the corner. He'll dive out near the 35-yard line. Ends up getting about 5 yards on that carry.
West Holmes is doing a nice job. I like this. Ashland doesn't have a running back in the backfield all the time. A lot of times they're 5 wide. They motion that running back and kind of hand it off as he's flowing across. And, they don't know whether it's going to be a sweep or he's going to put his foot in the ground and go. But what I do like whenever it is that kind of, jet sweep or whatever coming from the running back, they are doing a nice job stringing him out, not giving him a good lane to turn up the field.
That'll be the first down on the carry. 1st and 10 to snap. Bernhard dropping back, looking. Gets the pass off deep. Middle of the field receiver. Going to be caught into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown. Grabbed by senior receiver Dakota Crudy on a 35-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, I think what happened there was, we were in a 3-deep zone where our cornerbacks and our safety just kind of play thirds, and that receiver just ran an excellent route, kind of splitting our far cornerback and the safety, and that quarterback. He does an excellent job. Obviously, he's a D1 commit, but he just put it right on the money.
Yes, he did. The snap, the hold, and the kick, and that'll be good by the senior kicker, Carson O'Brien. It's a 14-0 Ashland lead, 6.5 to play first quarter. This is OCC football on WKLM.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Call Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, offering ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Call today for prices and delivery options of ready-mix concrete at 674-0865 or sand and gravel at 674-8121. That's Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg, a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
O'Brien, the senior kicker, getting set for the kickoff try. After Ashland got the touchdown pass by Bernhard, his 17th of the season. Crudy, his 2nd touchdown grab of the year. Kickoff sent away, end over end, going to be into the end zone again. His 2nd touchback on the kick tonight. It'll be at the West Holmes 20.
I think that ball landed in the exact same spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Last kickoff, that kid has an incredible leg. We were talking during the commercial that that extra point might have been good from 60. So very impressive leg by the Ashland kicker. Big series here. Score or not, we need to take some time off the clock and get some positive things going here for our offense.
And hats off to the offensive player of the game. You got it in the bag from Top Dog Uniform and Equipment. So take all of your uniform needs. It'll be snap, the handoff. Here's Bowman. Bowman cuts the field now near the 25. Still going to the 30. Drives his way into the defender to the 32. Good hard run by Bowman. First down on the 12-yard carry.
That's what I'm talking about. Excellent job by the offensive line to keep him clean through that first line and even the second line. It's huge to block those D linemen, but whenever your lineman can get up to that second level and get in the way of the linebackers, that makes the running back's life so much easier. So excellent job by not only Bowman, but the offensive line as well.
First and 10 from the 32. The snap. Hand off Bowman again, looking for some room. And navigates this time, didn't find the hole. He'll be thrown down. No gain on that carry at the 32-yard line.
I'm trying to catch the number there. It's number 34 and 56, I believe. It's hard to kind of see some of those numbers. I would say it's Drayson Martin, who's an excellent wrestler. I know he lost a blood round at state last year as a 215-pounder. But, it's interesting to see with an offense, you script plays, and then after that you kind of see, scheme-wise, you make adjustments. And so I'm interested to see after we get through these first 10 plays how everything goes.
Here's the snap. Screen pass far side caught by Red Shaney. Breaks the tackle to the 35, now to the 40. It'll be thrown out of bounds out near the 41-yard line. Goes for about 9 yards on that completion.
Yeah, it's tough to see on the other side of the sideline. It's just kind of a sit there with Rhett catching the ball and then letting him use his athletic ability to get about 9 yards. Excellent job by Parsons to get the ball out of his hands quick. And, man, Rhett can fly when he gets that ball and he decides to go.
And brings up 3rd and a yard from the 41-yard line. Knights will approach to the line of scrimmage. 2 split wide right, 1 off to the left side. Backs are in I formation for West Holmes.
Ashland has somebody on the center in both gaps.
He and off Len Klein straight ahead, looking to push the pile. He dives for past that first down marker. Len Klein, he'll get a first down for West Holmes.
They had 3 guys within our 2 guards on the left and right side. So very impressive job by the offensive line to push those guys. It's hard whenever you got one guy over the center and then a guy on each side of the A gap. So excellent job by West Holmes to get that 3rd down conversion. That's huge for this drive.
Yeah, got 2 yards out of that. And now 1st and 10 from that 43-yard line. Knights had the football and will be 1 receiver split wide left, 2 off to the right side. Backs are split. Parsons in the shotgun. The snap, hand off. Bowman straight ahead. Has the room now hit and thrown down. Looked like he had a bruise initially, but somebody found him and slammed him down and out near the 41-yard line. I believe that would have been Len Klein, actually.
Yeah, and Len's down here. I don't know what's going on. I know he's been dealing with a nagging injury a little bit, trying to get him back healthy, but hopefully it's nothing serious because he is a huge part of this team.
So they will attend to him. We'll take a timeout on this injury timeout. 4:40 to play in the first. 14-0 Ashland. This is high school football on WKLM.
If you are looking for experienced help in investing for retirement or other goals, please call me, Rob Huvis, financial advisor at Millersburg Financial Services at 330-473-6025. I have been serving investors in the Holmes County area for more than 30 years. My firm offers a full range of investment choices, individual stocks, mutual funds, bonds, CDs which are FDIC insured, annuities, and life insurance and long-term care insurance. Securities are held by LPL Financial, which is a member of SIPC.
Hi, I'm Eugene with Yoder Family Roofing and Spouting. We are located in Millersburg, Ohio, and have been serving our community for the past 25 years. When was the last time you thought about having your roof inspected or spouting cleaned? You can find us online at yoderfamilyroofing.com or by giving us a call or text at 330-695-3000. Again, that's 330-695-3000 for all your roofing and spouting needs.
Away and passed over by Parsons to that Braxton Blake. He'll grab it out near the Ashland 45-yard line. Big time pass play that time. That'll go that time for about 10 yards and a first down for West Holmes in Ashland territory.
Yeah, and that really shows the depth here of our team. We are a little dinged up. We've got some injuries happening, and so we're trying to get the kids healthy. But it's impressive how many kids we can throw in there, and we don't really miss a beat a whole lot.
As the pass goes far side, caught, and that time taken down. And it'll be just shy of the 45, actually going for a loss on that screen pass that goes to the far side of the field.
Yeah, I think it was
Is that Coy?
I'm not sure who caught the ball, but I was looking for the defensive number. It might have been Grayson Baith there on the tackle. He had a couple options, opted to go the shorter option there, and I thought he was going to kind of juke him out and get a little space, but nice tackle by the Ashland defender.
2nd and 11 from the 46 of Ashland. Knights had the ball. Snap to Parsons. Hand off. Parsons had to be room in the middle field. Here's Bowman. Bowman to the 30. And Bowman thrown down inside the 30 out near the 28 to the 27-yard line. That time Brody Bowman had a huge hole from the offensive line, and that'll be a first down on the carry by Bowman.
Absolutely. Awesome job by the offensive line blocking up there. I don't think he got touched until he was about 15 yards down the field, so excellent job by the offensive line. That's exactly why you don't give up on the run game, because you might get 1, you might get 3, and then all of a sudden you're going to bust it open.
18 yards for the carry, 1st and 10 for the 28th, the snap. Pass goes far side, Coy Beachy, a little bit low that time, though, on the screen pass. Couldn't grab it, and it'll be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and like we talked about, the Ashland team on offense and defense, they are just littered with really talented players. So it looks like we're really trying to get the ball out quick, get it to our skill players, and let them get a little space when they get the ball so that they can make some moves and make something happen. So I think Parsons just kind of rushed himself a little bit, throwing it out there to Beachy.
All right, 2 receivers off to the right, 1 off to the left side. Max and I formation.
Lynn Klein's back there. He's such a competitor.
Yes, he is. The snap. Hand off. Bowman. Bowman after the outside, going to be tripped up, thrown down, and Bowman, he'll be thrown down on that carry that time. Gets himself about maybe possibly actually I think no gain at the 28.
Yeah, and nice job by Bowman, because a lot of times, especially for high school age kids, they don't see the initial hole. They want to keep driving to the sideline, and then they end up getting tackled for a loss. He realized that he didn't have any more space, put his foot in the dirt or turf, and just got what he could get. And so nice job by Bowman to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 from the Ashland 28-yard line. Nice marching, 2:37 and counting, first quarter. 3 receivers off to the right, 1 receiver off to the left side, and the shotgun is Parsons. Bowman in the backfield. The snap to Parsons dropping back, and there's a whistle.
Coach Leplau didn't like something. He called a timeout right before they got to snap the ball.
All right, so timeout West Holmes, 14-0 Ashland, 2:24 to play in the first quarter. This is OCC football on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
And trying to keep this drive going here, Scott, obviously in 4-down territory, but down 14-0, certainly you want to make a big play here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. So we're probably got 2 downs to get this first down. So ideally, you want to get the first down, but, minimum you want to get halfway to the sticks and make your life a little bit easier if you are going to go for it on 4th down.
Parsons in the shotgun. Bowman is back there just to the right of him. Here's the snap. Parsons dropping back for a pass. He'll tuck it in, gets to the outside, and thrown down quickly. And ball came loose and recovered by Ashland. The Arrows going to have it. So they were able to get to Parsons, who scrambled after he didn't send anyone open. Then they stripped him, and Ashland recovers that ball, and they'll have the ball out near the West, almost out near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Baith on that middle linebacker. That kid is Gunnar Lacey was on the tackle and the forced fumble. That kid is absolutely everywhere. Parsons didn't see anybody open. He was trying to scramble and just get a few yards like we talked about, just try to get something, make their life a little bit easier for the next play. And, unfortunately that ball just came out, and Ashland's got the ball.
It's a big turnover and no points for West Holmes. Spot that ball at the Ashland 43 now for the Ashland offense. The snap, Bernhardt, screen pass, goes near side, caught by Baith. Center step down to the 44, thrown down quickly. Good open field tackle on that pass completion to Gabe Baith, and that time goes for, I believe, no gain at the 43.
Nice job by Zach Hustack and Braxton Blake on the tackle there to make sure he got nowhere. and very solid tackling so far here by the West Holmes defense.
2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. 14-0 Ashland, 1:47 to play. We're in the first quarter from Ashland Community Stadium. 3 split wide right. 2 off to the left side. Empty backfield for Bernhard. Gets the snap. Bernhard. Pass, far side, going to be caught at the 46. Stutter step going to be Baith. Pass the defender to the 50. Pass midfield and drives through the defender for the first down. Over to the West Holmes 46-yard line to Gabe Baith.
Excellent moves there by the receiver. Kind of get away from that first defender, and then nice job by Rhett Cheney to tackle him up and get him to the ground before he got more space.
Goes for 11 yards for the first down at the West Holmes 46-yard line. 1:15 and counting first quarter. And check with me to the near sideline. Play clock down to 14 seconds.
And kind of what we've said so far, they're going to dink and dunk, hit a lot of stuff behind the line of scrimmage, and then, they're going to take shots downfield. So I got to imagine, maybe not here, but it's going to be coming again. They're going to be hitting one of those vert routes down the seam.
And that's going to be a timeout, I believe, by Ashland with 53 seconds to play in the first. 14-0 Arrows. This is high school football on WKLM.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia Siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia Siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
For the Arrows at the 46 of West Holmes after they recovered that fumble on the Knights, and they'll be back on the field now with 53 seconds to play in the first quarter. 3 receivers split off to the left and 2 off to the right side with Bernhard in the shotgun. Appalachian State commit the snap. Pump fake. Steps up in the pocket. Bernhard looking. Screen pass goes near side, caught by Baith. Baith to the 40, races to the 35, keeps in play to the 30, spun around, though, stays out of bounds, though, finally, I believe just inside the 30-yard line to about the 28-yard line. So that'll go for about 18 yards of that pass completion to Gabe Baith for another first down.
Yeah, and Chance Jackson got put in a tough spot there where, the quarterback had about 5 seconds before he had to really make a decision on doing something. He starts rolling out. Chance is covering that receiver out in the flats. But at some point, you got to make a decision, especially if you're the only one over there. He decided to go after the quarterback, and, the kid can play here, so he just dumps it off to his receiver in the flats, and he takes off.
1st and 10 at the West Holmes 28-yard line. Motion man, that's going to be Grayson Baith. The snap, jet sweep, hand off to the Grayson Baith. Hit, and he'll be thrown down. Nothing doing that time. Good tackle, and that'll be maybe a gain of a yard to the 27.
Excellent tackle by Chris Williams. He's right there, read that play, and, you can kind of start seeing that on the linebacker side of things. Whenever, the running back comes across, you can start to kind of feel whether he's going to put his foot in the ground and take that kind of, dive up the middle, or if he's going to take off and keep going and try to get to the edge.
2nd and 9 from the 27. The snap. Bernhard looking. Pass. Middle field receiver. We're going to be caught to the 10 and thrown down at about the 5-yard line. And that strike to Braden Donatini. And that time that goes for 1st and goal to the 5.
It was Rhett Cheney on the tackle, and then also Evan Hawksworth on the tackle there. The Knights were in good position. It's not like it's broken coverage or anything like that, but the receivers are so smart where they just kind of not necessarily sit, but they just kind of find that space and slow down for their quarterback. And, he is his pinpoint accuracy. He hits everybody. He rarely misses.
Yes, he does. 22 yards on that strike. It'll be 1st and goal after we get to the second quarter. At the end of 1, it is Ashland 14 and West Holmes nothing. This is OCC football on WKLM.
Make a touchdown with Buckeye Deli and the Patio with the winning combination of fantastic food, unbeatable selection of drinks and snacks, and a first down every time with their entertainment. Order to go or stay and enjoy great company at the Patio. The Buckeye Deli and the Patio are located at 124 Millersburg Street, right by the square in Nashville. Score big with the winning combination of football and the Buckeye Deli.
all ready for the start of the second quarter. Ashland a 14-0 lead, but knocking to the door after that 22-yard strike by Nathan Bernhard. And got his team set up now for a first and goal at the 5-yard line.
And I know this is an obvious comment, but this would be a huge stop here by our defense. And they've had the ability to do those things so far this season.
Yeah, shorten up the field here, see if that makes it a little tougher on this potent Ashland offense.
They got them all bunched up over here on this one side and stacked on the other side.
Bernhard is still in the shotgun. Hits the snap. Bernhard straight ahead with the carry. Hit and spin around. Thrown down in the backfield for the tackle. Good job by the defense stuffing that one out. That'll be a loss.
Yeah, excellent job by Zach Hustack to fire right through that offensive line and make that tackle. And a big kid like that at quarterback, he's a lot easier to tackle if you don't let that let him get a head of steam and get some momentum as he's running the ball.
Couple yards lost to the 7-yard line. Second and goal from the 7. Check with lead to the near sideline. 3 receivers off to the right. 2 off to the left side. Bernhard again in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Bernhard looking. Pump fake. Tucks it in. Rolls to his right side.
Get to him.
Going to the end zone. And the scramble goes in there for the score. He'll find that right corner just inside the pylon. Nothing but it was open, and he tucked it in. He scrambled for it, and he got there. Nathan Bernhard, his second touchdown run of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't without effort. Braxton Blake was flying across the line trying to get to him. So was Zach Hustack, but the kid just got speed and was running smart to the corner of the pylon there and just got there before. That's tough, especially if you're playing man coverage. Your back might be turned, and when you get a quarterback that runs, half the defense isn't even seeing it.
7-yard touchdown run. Here's a snap. The hole in the kick, and be pounded through again on the strong leg of senior kicker Carson O'Brien. And now with 11:14 to play in the second, 21-0 Ashland. This is OCC football on WKLM.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Top Dog Uniforming and Equipment, your premier destination for top quality uniforms that make a lasting impression. Whether you're a first responder, a healthcare professional, or any other industry, Top Dog Uniform and Equipment has got you covered. Their wide range of high quality uniforms are designed for comfort, durability, and style. They customize with their logo too. At Top Dog Uniform and Equipment, they believe that confidence starts with what you wear. Step into success today. For more information, call 330-621-1820 or browse online at topdoguniform.com.
Pickoff sent away by O'Brien. End of going to be stay in play this time. Returned by Beachy. Now to the 20. Middle of the field goes to the 25 as he slams in there to the 26-yard line on that return.
Yeah, that was Gunnar Lacey's 4th tackle of the game, and he is their leading tackler on defense, and we're seeing why. But yeah, I thought we had some space there, but that kid flies around. He is quick and not afraid of contact.
And tonight's offensive player of the game brought to you by Top Dog Uniform and Equipment, where you get all your uniform needs. Top Dog Uniform and Equipment, and again, it'll be spotted at the 27-yard line for the Knights offense. Bowman's in the backfield. Parsons the shotgun, the snap. Straight ahead, here's the carry. Was that a direct snap to Coy Beachy maybe? And he dives himself out near the 29-yard line on that carry.
Yeah, that was Coy Beachy on the carry there. 51 on the tackle, which is Brandon Briggs. And I'm watching here, we got 2 receivers stacked out wide on each side of the offensive line. Ashland still has 7 guys in the box, so they really don't fear our passing game right now.
Under center is Parsons this time for that 2-yard gain. Parsons, the handoff. Here's the carry. Yes. And spinning around his Len Klein back in there, gets to the 35. And finally thrown down by a host of Ashland defenders at that 35-yard line. But not before he got a 6-yard carry.
Yeah, nice job by Lynn to get that second effort. It was a little muddy there through the offensive line, but kept driving his feet, got through there, and it looked like Grayson Blau that made the tackle. But right before Lynn could get to that first down marker, what makes it manageable, we just got to keep that third down manageable so, we can continue to move those sticks.
3rd and 3 from the 35-yard line. Knights had the ball. Big third down here, down 21-0 with 3 split wide left. One off to the right side. Snap, Parsons fumbles it, gets the pass off. Going to be grabbed now by Cheney. Cheney looking just to the 36, but can't find the room. Jarred loose, and Ashland thinks they had the ball.
Yeah, they got it.
So, dove out near that 36-yard line or so, maybe just a yard or shy of that first down marker, but then they jarred the ball loose on the hit. And Ashland recovers the football, so second fumble tonight on West Holmes, recovered by the Arrows.
Yeah, that one looked a little funny. It almost looked like it might have been a double pass where, he's trying to get the ball out to Rhett. Rhett used to play quarterback, so he's got an excellent arm. And, it was a mess from the start because Brayton had a defender right in his face, so it just kind of messed up the whole situation. So this is... that turnover battle is a big indicator on who wins on the scoreboard.
It certainly is. And now Ashland has it at the West Holmes 37-yard line with their Arrows offense on the field. Here's a snap, jet sweep, the handoff. Here's the Gabe Bates to the far side. He'll be hit, thrown down. There'll be a couple flags down as he's thrown down out near the 34-yard line.
It was Oliver Fleming and Chris Williams on the tackle before, but yeah, it's going to be on the offense.
So holding on Ashland. And the first holding call we've seen on them, their third penalty overall for 30 yards. 9:35 to play, second quarter. Tonight's defensive player of the game brought to you by Bully Dogs Towing and Recovery. When your ride gets sacked, call in the winning team, Bully Dogs Towing and Recovery. From fender benders to breakdowns, they'll get you back in the game in no time. Bully Dogs Towing and Recovery, taking your towing needs one call at a time. Call 330-231-4111 and let the dogs haul it. They'll spot the ball, it looks like, at the 37-yard line. About the original line of scrimmage.
And the Knights defense is doing a nice job stopping that run of the Ashland Arrows, but it's just that passing game, especially the deep ball by the Ashland Arrows offense that we're really struggling with right now. We're doing a decent job balling up, and then they just hit it big on us.
The snap, Bernhardt pass, goes to the far sideline, going to be a leaping grab attempt, but not able to come up with a great coverage downfield. He was draped all over him at near the 5-yard line. That ball was intended to wide receiver Killian O'Brien.
Yeah, you heard of Revis Island. We got Matt Kraft Island. He doesn't get targeted a whole lot by the opposing teams, and when he does, he's leading the team in interceptions. I believe he has 4. And then he did a nice job there. That receiver had him. He had a step on him. Mac did a nice job recovering, getting his hand up there and knocking that ball loose and out of the receiver's hands.
Brian has 7 touchdown receptions on the year, but not that time. Brings up second down and 10. From the West Holmes 37, the snap, Bernhardt under pressure, tucks it to hit and thrown down. That'll be a sack that time by the Knights defense out near the 46-yard line.
Yeah, sack sandwich there by Chris Williams, Oliver Fleming, and Braxton Blake. Excellent job there by the boys to get that quarterback down. And, he takes 3 sometimes to get him down. He's like Ben Roethlisberger. The Browns could never get him down.
No. 7-yard loss, though, that time on the sack out to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 14 from the 44. 3 split wide right, 2 off to the left side, and going to be a timeout called with 8:31 to play in the second quarter. Timeout Ashland, 21-0 lead for the Arrows. This is OCC football on WKLM.
Technology shouldn't slow you down. It should move you forward.
Hi, this is Ryan Taggart with LodgeVision Technologies, and we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. We know small business challenges because we've lived them, and we are here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first for our clients and our team. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and real care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies. Local IT, real solutions, people first.
44 West Holmes. And the Knights defense trying to get themselves a stop here.
Yeah, and these are things that we did really well on defense. In our victories, keeping the offense from the opposing teams way back behind the sticks and making life difficult for them.
Here's Bernhard. Pass, middle of the field, going to be a diving grab, I should say, by Baith. Gabe Baith grabbed that, I believe, out near the 28-yard line on that completion, just shy of a first down, though.
Yeah, just shy, and I was watching the West Holmes coaches there on the sideline kind of pleading for the ball hitting the ground, but, good sell by them, but that was a good catch by the receiver.
Goes for 15 yards on that completion. And now brings up Fourth down. And Bernhard on the motion man into the backfield. Gets the snap. Handoff. Terry can be tripped up and dives his way forward. Maybe second effort got him to about the 26, and I think that may just be enough. They got a first down by Grayson Baith.
Yeah, just enough there. I believe it was Lynn Klein on the second chance there. We missed the first tackle, which would have stopped him behind the line, but we just came up missing, and Lynn did a nice job to gather him up, but not before the Ashland Arrows gained another first down.
3-yard carry, first down, over to the West Holmes 26-yard line. Arrows had the ball. Bernhard of the shotgun. Motion man Grayson Baith from left to right. Play action. And rolls left, under pressure again. He'll tuck it in. Bernhard now to the 25 to the 20. Goes out of bounds inside the 20-yard line on that scramble by Nathan Bernhard. He'll get himself all the way to about the 16 and gets about 10 yards into that.
Yeah, the coaches are going to be pulling their hair out there because, they tell the defenders don't leave their feet, especially against the quarterback whenever he's scrambling around. A little pump fake got us off our feet, and he took off running. If we would have stayed on our feet, I think we would have had him for a tackle for loss there.
Indeed. So this to bring up a second down in short, it looks like.
Not in a terrible hurry here to run plays with 6 seconds left of the play clock.
Call that 7 yards to the 19. Here's the snap. Bernhard, pass, middle field going to be incomplete, kind of threw just behind his receiver out near the 6-yard line, couldn't come up with that ball.
Yeah, and it was a good thing that he didn't catch that ball because Rhett was flying up and getting ready to give him a pretty good lick. So good incomplete pass here and a big third down here for our Knights defense.
That ball intended for Braden Donatini. Brings up 3rd and 3 from the 19-yard line.
I know their kicker's got a leg, but this early in the game, I imagine they'll still, 4-down territory. They might take a shot here for the end zone.
Bernhard's pass, middle field, going to be a diving grab, I believe, held on to that time. Out near the 13-yard line, goes to Gabe Baith, and that's going to bring up a first down.
Just enough to move the sticks there for Ashland. Nice job. Just getting to that line of scrimmage is kind of a little dig route. Get past the first down marker and then work towards the middle of the field, and quarterback did a nice job finding his receiver.
1st and 10 at the Ashland 12-yard line.
They really spread out the field, too, with those outside receivers. They're about 7 yards off the sideline about every time.
The snap. Bernhard straight ahead. He'll keep it. It bounces out to the 11, thrown down. Maybe just shy of that 10-yard line from about a 2-yard dive by the quarterback, Nathan Bernhard.
Trying to catch all the numbers there to make sure giving the kids their rightful tackles. I know I saw Chris Williams and Coy Beachy on the tackle. I believe there's another maybe defensive lineman in there, but it's tough to see whenever they get all piled up in the middle of the field.
2nd and 9 from the 11. 2 receivers stacked off to the left. 2 receivers stacked off to the right side. Bernhard on the shotgun. The snap. Bernhard, lob pass, end zone, going to be, was they held on to? Going to be what? No, incomplete pass. As a good hit right after that ball got to the receiver to jar that ball loose. And that was the 10-4 receiver, Gabe Baith.
Yeah, he had that ball in his hands, and nice job, I believe, is Lynn Klein maybe, that knocked that thing loose. And I was kind of holding my breath there for a pass interference, especially in the end zone. It was kind of a bang-bang play, but an excellent job by Lynn. And, he's that type of kid that's going to will his way through anything, and just broke that pass up to avoid another Ashland Arrows touchdown.
Okay, play there. Now here we go with the 3rd and 8 from the 11-yard line.
I'm going to see a quarterback run here.
Snap to Bernhard. Looking. This time does pass. It's going to be caught, and a short pass grabbed out near the 6-yard line. Goes to Dakota Crudy. He held on to it, and then that'll be a grab to the 6 for about 5-yard completion.
Yeah, thought maybe a quarterback run. They stacked those wide receivers out wide, and the last couple times they've done that, they've just run Bernhard right up the middle, and they make it a little bit confusing, show something one time and do something different the next time they show. Nice job, Chris Williams and Cody Gallion on the tackle.
It is a 4th down. Ball placed at the 6-yard line, and here's a flag on the motion.
That left tackle got a little hiccup there on that hard count.
So back him up. Ashland 5 yards, 4th penalty for them on the night for 35 yards.
And again, other than those couple deep balls that we got hit on, we're doing a decent job making them really work down the field. They're going to bring out the kicking team.
Carson O'Brien, his long field goal this year, 38 yards. And this will be a 28-yard try. The snap, they hold the kick, and it's going to be good. He'll knock it through. The 28-yard field goal knocked through by senior kicker Carson O'Brien. And Ashland has taken a 24-0 lead, 5:05 to play in the second quarter. This is OCC football on WKLM.
Would you like to see your business grow? Heritage Signs LLC has provided quality signage for over 30 years. They do everything from designing to installation and specialize in signs, LED message boards, banners, job site signs, and vehicle and fleet graphics, and so much more. Stop by today. They are located at 4562 State Route 39 in Berlin. Call 330-893-3011 or visit their website at heritagesignsllc.com.
Hungry for a great lunch spot? Then stop in all this month at McKelvey's Pub in downtown Millersburg. Now open for lunch Tuesday through Friday starting 11 a.m. and Saturdays at noon. Wednesdays? Oh yeah, get $1 off wings and select drinks and $2 off burgers. Craving pizza? Grab a slice. Yes, they're selling it by the slice now. Plus tasty appetizers and a new pizza special every day. 14 TVs, cold drinks, and hot food. It's all happening at McKelvey's Pub, 196 West Jackson Street, Millersburg. Make your next stop at McKelvey's.
Sent away, return for the 5 by Beachy. Beachy now to the 20. Beachy gets up to the 25 and keeps it going against the host of defenders past the 30. Finally thrown down, it looked like, out near that 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like there's a couple second effort blocks here, and they're going to call holding on West Holmes. Excellent effort by Coy to break a couple tackles and get some extra yardage, but looks like it's going to be all for nothing as it comes back.
So West Holmes will get their 4th penalty on that holding call for 35 yards. Tonight's game clock brought to you by D&M Rocks, 4:56 to play in the second quarter. Knights had the ball. Tonight's scoreboard update brought to you by the Kilbuck Savings Bank. Now a 24-0 advantage for Ashland. The Knights offense will come out onto the field. They'll have it at the 22-yard line to start things off.
Yeah, looking for another. I mean, that last offensive series was a decent one. Gaining yards, getting first downs, but just need to end with a score here.
Screen pass grabbed by Beachy, hit and initially breaks down, hits it down to the far sideline of the 40. Beachy finally thrown down out near the 40-yard line. Somehow he broke free of that tackle, and he was gone out near that 40, and it'll be a first down for West Holmes. Spot him out of bounds at about the 36, actually.
Yeah, so far this season, we see him get that kind of space down the sideline, and there's not many people that can catch him. But, man, that Gunnar Lacey, middle linebacker, caught him. That kid is impressive in the middle of the field. He's not a super big kid, 5'11", 200 pounds, but, man, he can fly around.
Yeah, it looked like he might be taking that to the house, but somehow he had the speed to get to him. But a 14-yard completion for the first down for the Knights nonetheless. Here's the snap. Handoff. Carry. And not much doing that time. It'll be thrown down for, I believe, a no gain at that 36-yard line.
Yeah, it was Martin on the tackle there, and I thought he was going to get through it, but, that Ashland defensive line does a good job just getting heel depth, stopping right where they're supposed to stop, and kind of reading the play. And, Martin was right there to tackle Brody. I thought for a second he was going to break through, but it just didn't happen.
Brody Bowman the carry, but then also a penalty flag going to be called a hold on West Holmes. Just nothing going the Knights' direction here. It'll be a call, a hold anyway, and back it all the way up to about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I feel like a broken record, but we just cannot have these penalties moving ourselves backwards, especially after having a couple good plays.
2nd and 10. Here's the snap, dropping back. Screen pass. Going to be a caught. Here's Rhett Cheney. Cheney out near the 25. Makes the tackle, still going near sideline. Goes to the 28 and grinds his way to the 31-yard line. And Rhett Cheney.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Parsons, and we've seen this by him before, trying to throw kind of that jailbreak route, and if, there's a defender right in his window, to be able to pull that ball back and take a second pump and throw that to Rhett, and Rhett read it and found that open window for him. Rhett took a serious shot there about at the line of scrimmage, did a nice job keeping his balance, keep driving his feet and getting forward.
3rd and 15 from the 31 for the Knights. After that 6-yard completion, 3 stacked off to the right, 1 split wide left. Snap, Parsons dropping back. Pump fake, pass middle field, going to be batted away. Had the receiver open momentarily, but good job by the defender to knock that ball away. That ball was intended for Lynn Klein out near the 48-yard line.
Yeah, kind of similar situation on the other side of the ball for us, where it's kind of a bang-bang play. I was interested. I was looking for some laundry to be thrown out on the field, but it was bang-bang right there, and nice job by the Ashland defender to get in there and defend that pass before Lynn could pull it in.
So it'll be 3rd and long for West Holmes. Down to 3:35 to play in the second quarter. Timeout called. This is high school football on WKLM.
It's the kids from Dean and Rocks here to remind you about all they offer. They have mulch, gravel, limestone, wood chips, black shale, and black granite, natural and manufactured pavers and wall stones, culvert and PVC pipes and fitting, and shale, which is great base material. They keep their inventory stocked year-round and offer delivery on all products. Stop in to see them or give them a call at 330-473-6020.
D&M Rocks!
Knights have it 3rd and 15, and it is from for West Holmes' 31-yard line here, and for the Knights trying to get something going here to try to finish up this half, but a tough spot here with the 3rd and long here in this situation.
Yeah, and we got to keep our offense going, because so far Ashland is 4 for 4 scoring on offense. So we've got to keep the ball in our hands. We've got to get this first down, even if it takes 2 here.
Parsons in the shotgun, the snap, good protection. Pump fake, now the pass, middle field, receiver, the incomplete pass. He had him open there on that pass out near the Ashland 40, trying to hit Matt Kraft, but just a little bit out in front of him.
Yeah, Mac had an excellent route there. He kind of was running a post to the middle of the field and ran it, far enough in front of that middle safety's face that he was wide open. Sometimes when you're off rhythm, Parsons took his drop back steps and it just wasn't there. He's kind of pump faking a couple times, and it was just kind of a tough pass to complete.
4th and long. Here's a snap in the punt by Parsons. He'll send it away. Short punt goes bouncing near the 35. A nice roll for West Holmes. Rolls to the 20. Inside the 20, goes out of bounds out near the Ashland 18.
Yeah, that was Gabe Bath back there. I was surprised because he's picked up more dangerous balls back there as a returner, and he decided to let that one go. He might catch an earful next time he goes to the sideline with that ball rolling all the way inside the 20-yard line.
Knights will take it, but it'll be Ashland ball up 24-0. 3:22 to play in the second. Ball placed at the 20-yard line for the Arrows. 2 split wide to the left and 2 off to the right side. Bernhardt in the shotgun. Spread formation as per usual.
Like you talked about before the game, it'd be nice to get a little turnover here.
Here's the pass, short pass caught, this time by Grayson Baith. Goes to the 30 and past the first down marker. Which will be slammed at about the 33-yard line, about 13 yards from the pass completion for the first down.
Yeah, it looked like Cody Gallion, Rhett Cheney, and Coy Beachy on the tackle there. Yeah, it looked like we were just selling out to get to the quarterback there. And, you send so many people, you only have so many back to cover the receivers, and there's just an open receiver coming across the middle.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2 split wide left, 3 off to the right side. Motion man Grayson Baith from right to left. Here's the snap to Bernhard. Pump fake, tucks it in, hit. He stays on his feet, now gets the short pass to Grayson Baith, grabs it at the 36, tripped up about the 37-yard line, and that looked a lot more like Roethlisberger on that play where West Holmes just couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, man, he's tough back there. He's a big, strong kid, and, you got to get a perfect wrap-up on him to get him down. And another situation, kind of like Chance before, Coy was out in the flats. His man was a running back, and he saw the quarterback start rolling out. You got to commit to one or the other. You either got to let the quarterback take off and run, or you got to, stay and cover your receiver. And you got to choose one. And he does a great job by realizing that and hitting the other guy.
5-yard completion to the 38, 2nd and 5. Here's a snap. Jet sweep. Gets a pitch over to Donatini to the 40. He races away to the 50. Thrown down just past midfield. Braden Donatini showing his speed, and that'll be first down just past midfield.
Yeah, Evan Hawksworth on the tackle there. He's getting some play here on defense. He hasn't got a ton of play other than, kickoff, kick return, and he's doing a nice job in there making a tackle for seeing some play here with, again, we got some injuries, got some new guys filling in, and they do a great job not missing a beat.
Here's the snap. Bernhard, pass, middle field going to be caught. Again out to the 35 and out to the 30, out to the 25, to the 20, out to the 15, and dragged down around the 10-yard line. That time to Gabe Baith, and we'll see a little spot in this ball. Either way, going to be a first down inside the 20.
Yeah, they got a penalty flag just on the other side of the 50-yard line. I imagine a hold. Oh, personal foul, face mask on the
offense.
You
Wow.
don't see that very often.
No. Well, the Knights will finally get a break here. So wipe all that off.
And again, we get this situation where, we get saved from a big play. We got to take advantage of it. I'd love to see, I'm sure they're coached not to do this. It's hard to do when you see that bubble screen or something like that, but I'd love to see one of our DBs jump one of those bubble screen short passes and take that thing to the house. That'd be huge for momentum, especially going into half.
Yeah, Knights would love to get that. We'll spot this ball after the penalty all the way back to the 36 of Ashland. So that certainly changes things.
And really, our defensive ends are more than athletic enough to pick something like that off, too.
Minute and a half to go. That pass to their side. And that time maybe a chance to jump it, but a screen pass gobbled up immediately by O'Brien, but also several West Holmes defenders will take him down, I believe, right near that 35, maybe a loss.
Yeah, it's right on point there. Ollie Fleming it looks like sometimes they're coached to just kind of contain the quarterback and not let him run. Sometimes when you're just ears pinned back, rushing the quarterback like this, he'll just take off and run all over you. So sometimes you got to contain him. Oliver Fleming was right there. I thought he was going to pick it off.
2nd and 25. Bernhard pass middle field going to be a caught out near the 50. Pass midfield and thrown down about the 45 of West Holmes. That ball goes to Braden Donatini. That brings up a 3rd down.
Yeah, I tell you what, this Ashland offense does an excellent job of finding space. They catch us in zone, and they just find those open spaces, and it's almost every single time.
That goes 19 yards to snap. Bernhard steps up the pocket. Laws a pass far side, caught. Receiver wide open, goes to the 30. First down to the 25, to the 20. Still going to the 5, to the 10. Into the end zone. That is going to be a touchdown. That went to Gabe Baith.
They're going to call it back at the 12-yard line.
Okay.
Stepped out.
So it went out of bounds. So impressive play nonetheless, but they won't get the touchdown, but it's going to be a first down coming up for the Arrows.
Yeah, again, another situation where, they're just finding those spots in the zone, and the receivers do a great job of sitting in those open spaces and being available for their quarterback. And, that was another situation. We had our cornerback flying back deep in his deep third, and, there's just space out there as the quarterback was kind of rolling out the other way, flipped the field and found his receiver over there.
32 yards on that completion. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. The 13th first down of the half. And spread formation here for the Arrows to snap the Bernhard. Law pass goes to the end zone. Going to be grabbed, I believe, out of bounds by Crudy.
Get out of here.
So won't get that one.
Nice job by Cody Gallion to stay with his receiver. As the receiver jumped up and kind of turned and faced the quarterback, Cody did a nice job just shoving him out of bounds and making sure he couldn't get his foot down before he caught the ball in the end zone.
So 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line. Matt Croy alongside Scott Vaughn. Just 14 seconds to play in the half, but Ashland knocking at the door once again. The snap, Bernhard looking. Law pass. End zone again. Going to be, this time, going to be out of bounds just beyond the reach of his intended wide receiver and Gabe Baith.
Yeah, Chance Jackson was on the coverage there. And you know, the tough part is I understand what we're doing. We got to keep the guys back in coverage. Because this guy can just pick us apart if there's any seams. We've seen that obviously so far today. You know, he just gets to stay back there and just go through reads. He's going through 3-4 reads before he decides to throw that ball. And, you know, it's frustrating, but you got to pick one poison or the other. You start sending guys and he's going to have a ton of space.
And brings up 30 and 10 from that 12-yard line. And snap the Bernhard. Under pressure, tucks it in, gets away from it, and back down this time for the sack. They do get to him. That should do it for the half there.
Yeah, Coy Beachy, I believe it was Zach Hustack maybe on the initial hit on the quarterback, and Coy Beachy was coming from behind as Bernhard was rolling out. He was trying to swipe that ball as he sacked him and just couldn't get that ball out. So nice job by Beachy. And
I think they got the timeout just before the clock hit 0, so might have a chance to get a field goal here. But good play, as you mentioned, by the defense. So long, make that Carson O'Brien already has hit a 28-yard field goal. And this time it'll be a 37-yarder. He has hit a 38-yarder so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, we're Ashland's 3 for 6 on 3rd down. So, I mean, we are having some success if we just keep away from those big plays, you know, where they find those seams and they hit it for big plays. But Ashland has always been so good at that under Valentine.
O'Brien for the 37-yard field goal. The snap, the hold, the kick by O'Brien. End of run, going to be long enough, and it's going to be good. Man. 2 for 2 on field goals, Carson O'Brien. He now makes it him now 5 of 6 on the season on field goals, and that'll allow the first half to come to a close. The halftime score, it is Ashland 27, West Holmes nothing. This is high school football. Back with the band show coming up next on WKLM.
Holmes Family Medicine on 151 Parkview Drive in Millersburg is accepting new patients. Make sure your family receives regular checkups and preventative care. Holmes Family Medicine's board-certified physicians include Dr. Scott Brown, Dr. John Vaccarello, along with physician assistants Melissa Palmer, Rebecca Bean, Luke Hostetler, and certified nurse midwife Crystal Uptain. Annual wellness visits are now covered by most insurance plans. Call 330-674-1200 for more information or to schedule your appointment today.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at mbsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
You by Denko Marketing, MRV Siding Supply, Rudy's IGA Marketplace, and Millersburg Electric. And now for the sounds of the West Holmes High School Marching Band.
Everything removed with instinct. A drive that can't be explained on itself. That instinct is alive tonight, and it's ready to roar as we open the Neon Trees hit Animal. instinct has more than one form. Now we turn back the clock and fast forward the interview. Loyal and tight as we perform from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Time Warp. Ladies and gentlemen, kicking on the 2025 West Holmes Marching Night.
And that is the sounds of the West Holmes High School Marching Band. I'll be back right after this. Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community. Sierra Pacific products are MRV Setting Supply. Their products will enhance any decor and make any home brighter, more inviting, and more comfortable with wood interior windows and 8 wood species with 50 exterior colors. Whether you're replacing, renovating, remodeling, or rebuilding, they have exactly what you're looking for. From the Sierra Pacific Transcend replacement windows and doors to their Westchester double hung windows. That's MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Ready to go hog wild for game day grilling? Rody's IJ has meat deals that'll make your spatula do a touchdown dance.
Scott, did you say hog wild? I already painted my chest and tackled my neighbor's dog.
USDA bone-in pork loin chops, $3.28 a pound. Bone-in sirloin roast, just $2.48 a pound.
That's cheaper than a ref's bad call.
Boneless Western-style pork ribs, $3.28 a pound. Whole pork shoulder, $1.98 a pound.
I'm emotionally unprepared for this joy.
Ground round, cube steak, and 2-pound grapes for $3.98. Strawberries for $4.78.
I'm bringing my grill, and maybe put a shirt on.
All this week at Rody's IJ Millersburg. Don't miss it.
Some call it over-planning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Rody's IGA Marketplace, MRV Siding Supply, and Denko Marketing. The halftime score, it's Ashland 27 and West Holmes nothing. Back with more here at halftime. After this on WKLM.
Danbury Senior Living in Millersburg, it's not just a place to stay, it's a place you can call home. With active adult living villas, assisted living, and memory care, residents experience a maintenance-free lifestyle, countless social opportunities, gourmet dining, and so much more, all with the peace of mind of knowing the best support is available 24/7. To see what makes our community so special, call 330-473-6860.
Tricor Industrial is the local solution for your industrial fasteners, industrial maintenance, repair, and operation supplies. With over 50,000 line items in stock and access to over 2 million products, Tricor Industrial provides the supplies you need in a timely manner to meet your demanding schedules. Stop by their Bowman Street location in Worcester or call them at 330-264-3299. You can find them online at tricorindustrialinc.com.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Are pests taking over your home and causing you distress? Don't let these unwanted guests disrupt your life. Call the experts at Holmes Pest Control today. They are experienced professionals that will quickly and safely rid your home of pests from bed bugs and ants to spiders and rodents. They use the latest techniques and environmentally friendly products to ensure your home is pest-free and safe for your family and pets. Don't wait until the problem gets out of control. Call Holmes Pest Control today at 330-674-9094. Take back control of your home. Remember, a pest-free home is a happy home.
Listen up! Westside Automotive is geared up for football season, and they're ready to whip your car into shape for fall. Don't let your vehicle get sacked by rust and corrosion, engine and transmission problems, or brakes. Let the team at Westside Automotive devise a game plan to get your car back in the field. That's Westside Automotive, 180 South Van Anthony Street in Millersburg. Score a touchdown with quality craftsmanship from someone you can trust at Westside Automotive.
This is Emily Sheely of Berga Insurance. Farm ownership is a huge investment. Protect your investment with the right insurance policy. I proudly represent Buckeye Insurance Group, a company that has been insuring farms since 1879. Together we can make sure you have coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Berga Insurance working together to protect you.
Brought to you by Thread and Ink Custom Apparel, Embroidery, and Screen Printing in Holmesville.
Halftime score, Ashland leads at 27-0 over West Holmes. The Arrows got on the board first on their opening drive of the game with 10:07 to play in the first quarter on this play. 31 yards, first and goal from the 5. The snapper straight ahead. The carry into the end zone. No, yes, it will be a touchdown. Nathan Bernhard, 6'6" tall, so he's plenty tall to stretch that out. His 15th rushing touchdown of the year, and Ashland will strike first. They're up 6-0. And that was on an 8-play drive, 76 yards, and that was in a time of a minute 53 on the drive, and Ashland had a 7-0 lead. Then the Arrows would score again with 6:30 to play in the first quarter on this play. That'll be the first down on the carry. First to the snap. Bernhard dropping back, looking. Gets the pass off deep. Middle of the field receiver ever going to be caught into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown. Grabbed by senior receiver Dakota Croy on a 35-yard touchdown pass. Indeed it was. Nathan Bernhard, the Appalachian State commit, with completed a 17 touchdown pass of the year. And for Dakota Croy, that would be for him his second touchdown grab of the season. That was a 3-play drive, 47 yards, a minute 16. Ashland led 14-0 after one. The Arrows would score again, though, with 11:14 to play in the second quarter on this play. And this will be a 28-yard try. The snap, they hold the kick, and it's going to be good. He'll knock it through. The field goal knocked through by senior kicker Carson O'Brien, and Ashland has taken a 24-0 lead. Of course, that came after the touchdown run by Nathan Bernhard, his second touchdown run of the half. He would get in there in the end zone that time on a 7-yard touchdown run. Bernhard now up to 16 touchdown runs of the year to go along with 17 touchdown passes on the season as well. And that came after a 7-play drive, 57 yards in a time of 3 minutes. Ashland led 21-0 and followed by that 28-yard field goal by Carson O'Brien. He would also nail a 37-yard field goal to close out the half. O'Brien would, and Ashland has a 27-0 lead over West Holmes at the half. Back with more here at halftime after this on WKLM.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Halftime, it's a 27-0 lead for the Ashland Arrows over West Holmes. Take a look at the offensive numbers in that first half. Ashland ran 37 plays. West Holmes ran 25 plays from the line of scrimmage. The Arrows had 13 first downs compared to 6 first downs for West Holmes. For Ashland on the ground, 13 carries, a net total of 23 yards. Leading the way for them in that first half, that would be their wide receiver / running back Grayson Baith, who had 5 carries for 13 yards. Quarterback Nathan Bernhardt had 8 carries, 10 yards on the ground, but he also had 2 touchdown runs. Now he is 15th and 16th touchdown runs of the year. And for West Holmes, leading the way for them in their running attack, as again they had 13 carries, 49 yards on the ground in the first half to West Holmes. It would be Brody Bowman, who had 8 carries for 32 yards in the first half. Len Klein had 3 carries for 15 yards. For Ashland quarterback Nathan Bernhardt, 18 of 24 passing for 256 yards. He also threw 1 touchdown pass in that first half. That would be his 17th touchdown pass of the year. Of course, he already has the all-time school record in total touchdowns running and passing together, and also the all-time school record in completions also for Ashland as well. And for Braden Parsons, I should say, in the first half, he went 7 of 12 passing for 42 yards in that first half for him. In all, for West Holmes, they had 91 yards of offense. Ashland had 279. Ashland had 5 penalties, 50 yards. West Holmes had 5 penalties, also for 50 yards. Halftime score, Ashland 27, West Holmes nothing. And look at the first half defensive numbers. Here's Scott Vaughn.
Yeah, for the teams on the defensive side, West Holmes had the ball for 9 minutes and 49 seconds. Ashland had the ball for 13 minutes and 21 seconds. Third down efficiency, West Holmes was 2 for 3 on third down, where Ashland was 3 for 6. West Holmes did not attempt a fourth down conversion, where Ashland was 1 for 1 on fourth downs. Individually for the Knights, Chris Williams led the way with 6 tackles. He's had a really nice game. He also had a sack. Braxton Blake, Coy Beachy, and Evan Hawksworth are second on the team in tackles, and I believe Braxton Blake and Coy also had a sack. Then we have Rhett Cheney. Rhett Cheney was second with 5 tackles, and then you got a host of other Knights with tackles. Cody Gallion had 3. Excuse me. Oliver Fleming had 2 with a sack, and then Lynn had 3 tackles. Matt Kraft had 1. Chance Jackson had 1. So for the Ashland Arrows, leading the team in tackles was Gunnar Lacey. He's a very impressive first half with 5 tackles and a forced fumble. Trent Summer was second on the team in the first half with 3 tackles, and then Drayston Martin had 2 tackles, and there's a host of other Ashland Arrows with 1 tackle.
Again, the halftime score, Ashland 27, West Holmes nothing. Back with the second half after this on WKLM. Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Reimagine your home with 10% off during the remodeling sale at Kime. Save 10% on decking and railing, vanity.
On for tonight's broadcast, we're live on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Michael Hammond back in the studio. Again, we're going to be posting the video stream tonight's contest, courtesy of Claxon Communications, to the WKLM YouTube page per Ashland right after the game was over with. And Jacob Heading producing tonight's video stream coverage, and Sheldon Stotts is working the cameras. And again, go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio right after the game to find the YouTube video stream coverage of tonight's contest. Tonight's second half kickoff is being brought to you by Pomerene Hospital. Again, Matt Croy alongside Scott Vaughn, and West Holmes will get the ball first here, Scott. And for the Knights, not going to get 27 points back all the way, but you'd like to get something positive to start off the second half.
Yeah, you can't score 27 in one drive, but we can certainly come out a half and have a positive drive. You're looking for those first downs, and we got to get some big plays too. Kind of get Ashland's defense on their heels. So huge drive here for West Holmes. Big offensive series, and that 4 minutes at the end of the first half and 4 at the beginning of the second half are big for teams.
Here's the return from the 10 by Beachy. Races to the 25 and breaks the tackle far sideline to the 30. Slams his way to Coy Beachy out near the 32 on the return from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and these are situations, it's not a huge kickoff return, but certainly better than a touchback back to the 20 where we started, at the majority of the first half. So, we got to take advantage of these positive plays here for, our kicking team or our kick return team, and then, setting up our offense for a little bit of success.
Spot the nose of the ball at the 32-yard line for the Knights offense, going from right to left to start off this third quarter. And 2 receivers off to the left. 1 off to the right side. Backs are split. Parsons in the shotgun. The snap. Handoff. Len Klein. And actually, the quarterback keeps it. It'll be sliding out near the 35-yard line. And Parsons will keep that ball. And that time goes for a short gain for about 3 yards.
Yeah, he certainly has learned from his past experiences getting down and not taking unnecessary hits. So nice job by Parsons to slide down there, get us some positive yardage. And, just those little wrinkles of, faking that ball to the running back and kind of rolling out, get that naked bootleg out there into open space and gain some yardage.
2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line. Bowman's in the backfield. And the snap, Parsons pass goes near side, going to be deflected. Incomplete pass, just a bit off to the right of Coy Beachy, who couldn't grab it, and it brings up now a 3rd down.
Yeah, the Ashland DBs are very disciplined. They know that we're going to try to hit them short. They're kind of daring us even to try to take some deep shots because they're playing up on the line so hard. So that makes those short passes tough. One play we haven't seen so far that we've had a lot of success on is that kind of running back bubble that we've been running. Put Brody out in motion and tossing it and let him run in some space here. So I'm interested to see if we go back to that.
3rd and 7 from the 35. Here's a snap. Parsons dropping back. Step to the pocket, pass middle, going to be through the hands of Beach. He couldn't grab it. That would have been a 1st down at the 45, but he dropped the pass, brings up now a 4th down.
Yeah, we got to have those passes, and especially, not necessarily that Braden's struggling, but, you got to help your quarterback out because, little things like that can kind of break their confidence. And
he saw some of that last week as well.
Yeah. And so, it's just a big one. And no fault of Coy's. He's obviously done several very nice things for our offense. But, that's just a big drop here on our opening drive.
Here's the snap. The punt. He'll actually get rid of it, and he will punt the ball to the 40. And what a roll that time for West Holmes as the Parsons get the rolled out to the 15, about the 13-yard line, rolls all the way to about the 12, maybe the 11-yard line. So ends up, it looked like they were going to block that punt. He did a good job kind of avoiding that and getting that punt off.
Yeah, no, Braden is such a smart player back there, as a quarterback or his /punter. It's kind of like when he's trying to throw that jailbreak and he has somebody right in that valley where he's trying to throw it. So he pulls that ball back and takes a couple like rugby steps almost and kicks that thing. But, he's doing a really nice job. I didn't know if his intentional at first, but he's doing it consistently. He gets that end-over-end forward roll, and if the kicking team or the return team doesn't grab that ball, it rolls for a long way.
All the way over to the 11-yard line. Ashland has the ball. 1st and 10. The snap to Bernhardt. Jet sweep the handoff. Here is Grayson Baith. Now to the 14. Spun around and he'll be denied that 15-yard line. Host of West Holmes defenders will throw him down, and that'll be a short 3-yard carry.
Yeah, again, similar to the first half when they're trying to run that kind of jet sweep with their running back. Lynn was out here, did a really nice job of setting his edge, making sure that running back had nowhere but to turn upfield where he's got his, his 2 middle linebackers, scraping off the edge and coming to help him. So, we're doing a good job of containing on the run game. We really haven't given up a whole lot on the run game to Ashland.
Call it a 4-yard carry. Here's the snap, 2nd and 6. Pass going to be grabbed somehow as he's hit immediately. Dakota Crudy just past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tight window, but grabbed somehow by Crudy. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, we had two defenders right there. I thought maybe we could jump right in front of that thing, but again, just a pinpoint accurate pass by this quarterback. He does not miss very often.
No, he doesn't. 11 yards on that completion. Now 267 yards passing on the night for Nathan Bernhardt. First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Motion man, that's going to be Gabe Baith from left to right. There's the snap. Pass far side goes to Baith. Baith out to the 25, over to the 30, and he'll dive his way out near the 32-yard line. Goes about 6 yards on that pass completion.
Yeah, trying to catch, I think it was Chance Jackson out there on the tackle. Another thing, not to gush over Ashland, but their receivers do a really nice job of blocking. They really stick on their blocks well. And, sometimes DBs or, linemen that are going downfield have a tendency to kind of turn around and look and see where the ball is, and they don't look at all. They know where the ball's supposed to be. They continue blocking.
Second and 4, the snap. Quarterback straight ahead. Here's Bernhardt. Steals his way through the 35, thrown down past the first down marker as he finally gets himself out to about the 39-yard line. It goes for 7 yards and a first down for the Arrows.
Coy Beachy and Braxton Blake both earning their 5th tackles of the night. It's a nice shot by them, but you can see, man, once he hits that line of scrimmage, he's got a head of steam going, and he is tough to tackle.
First and 10 from the 39-yard line. And snap to Bernhardt. Looking pass deep. Near side of the field going to be caught in stride. Baith to the 15 of the 10. Thrown down inside the 5-yard line. Bernhardt to Gabe Baith will be a first and goal coming up.
Yeah, nice job by freshman Colton Taggart to get that effort play and continue running. He is fast as lightning out there, and I know Coach Leplaw was saying that he could potentially get some action here tonight. So nice job by him to recover and get that tackle. I don't know that necessarily that was his guy, but man, Bernhardt throws a beautiful ball.
57 yards on that strike. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Step to Bernhardt, looking to the end zone. Lob pass going to be a diving grab held on to, and that is going to be a touchdown. This time grabbed by Dakota Crudy on the 4-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, picking on that freshman, Colton. But no, he had a beautiful coverage. He's, step for step with that receiver, just thrown right exactly where it needed to be, low and away from the DB. And nice drive by Ashland. Again, kind of bottle them up, but they hit those big plays.
Running clock into effect, and that snap hits the turf. It rolls out near the 25, and they'll pounce on top of it, West Holmes, but that'll do it, so they do not get the kickoff. But the Arrows do get the touchdown. Up 33-0 over West Holmes. 7:56 to play now in the third quarter. This is OCC football on WKLM.
Reimagine your home with 10% off during the remodeling sale at Kime. Save 10% on decking and railing, vanities, vanity tops, faucets, lighting, flooring, tile, windows, doors, and more. Beat the rush and bring your measurements in so you can plan now and save during the sale. September 8th through 13th at Kime Home Center in Charm. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Ready to go hog wild for game day grilling? Rody's IJ has meat deals that'll make your spatula do a touchdown dance.
I already named my grill Coach Sizzle. Let's do this.
USDA bone-in pork loin chops, $3.28 a pound. Bone-in sirloin roast, just $2.48 a pound.
That's less than a nosebleed seat.
Boneless Western-style pork ribs, $3.28 a pound. Whole pork shoulder, $1.98 a pound.
I'm smoking that shoulder so long, it's getting the biography.
Ground round, cube steak, and 2-pound grapes for $3.98. Strawberries for $4.78.
I'm emotionally invested in this fruit.
All this week at Rody's IJ Millersburg. Don't miss it.
And here is the kickoff sent away by Carson O'Brien. End over end as he'll pan that and return now by Beachy from the 8. Gets over to the 20, and he'll dive his way out near the 25 on the return by Coy Beachy.
Yeah, just not a lot of room there. It's tough to see from this angle, what they're trying to do on that kick return team, because there's a lot of different things you can do as far as blocking and setting up a big return. But, Ashland is just a very disciplined team. They don't get out of their lanes. They do a really nice job, and, we're not seeing those big returns that we saw at the beginning of the season.
That is for sure. Tonight's scoreboard update brought to you by the Killbuck Savings Bank. Now a 33-0 lead for Ashland. Running clock in the second half right now. Here's the handoff and the carry. And diving from the 24 to about the 25-yard line. It'll be a short 1-yard carry that time by Bowman.
Yeah, it looked like Grayson Blau on the tackle there. He kind of went blown through the line of scrimmage, and then Brody kind of got bottled up at the line of scrimmage, and he kind of came from behind and make that tackle just past the initial marker.
2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line for the Knights. Backs are split. The snap. Screen pass goes far side. Going to be incomplete pass. Just a little too far ahead of the receiver at that time, and Brody Bowman in the backfield.
Yeah, there's that T-bubble that we were just talking about that we've had a lot of success on. Just kind of thrown just in front of Brody where he reached out, he got his fingertips on it, but he wasn't quite able to catch it. And, 3rd down and long now.
Tonight's game clock brought to you by D&M Rocks. 6 minutes to play now in the third quarter as we race through this third. Play clock at 13 seconds. Knights will break out of the huddle. Down to 10 seconds and counting. 2 receivers off to the left. Down to 5 seconds. 1 receiver off to the right side. Down to 2, 1 in the snap. Play action. Parsons, rolling's right. Yeah. There's a flag thrown. That pass going to be incomplete. So if it's on West Holmes, it's going to be declined. But see what the flag is.
I missed whenever he's trying to communicate with the official. A block below the waist, maybe.
Yeah. Chop block and going to be it will be denied. Decline, I should say, brings up a 4th down and 10.
Yeah, not an ideal situation. Our first 2 drives, having to punt early on the drive, and not what we're looking for here on the beginning of the second half.
Last 6 passes have been incomplete for the Knights. Will be a Parsons dropping back in punt formation. He'll get the snap, and he will punt it away. That kick at a low lining punt rolls back to the 40 of Ashland, now about to the 37-yard line for the Ashland Heroes offense. 4:39 to play in counting. We're in the third quarter of action. And tonight's defensive player of the game brought to you by Bully Dogs Towing and Recovery. When your ride gets sacked, call in the winning team. Bully Dogs Towing and Recovery. Fast, dependable, and ready to roll 24/7. From fender benders to breakdowns, they'll get you back in the game in no time. Bully Dogs Towing and Recovery. Call them at 330-231-4111. Ball is placed at the Ashland 37-yard line for the Heroes offense. Bernhardt on the shotgun. And here's the snap. Play action. Pass. Middle of the field going to be caught at the 50. And it'll be Donatini. He slams his way out to the West Holmes 45-yard line. 1st and 10 into West Holmes territory.
Yeah, it looked like Cody Gallion and maybe Evan Hawksworth on the tackle there for West Holmes. And man, it's just so hard to defend this Ashland offense and this quarterback because, you sit back in coverage and he'll pick you apart. You go and rush him with 4 or 5 guys, and you just have too much open space.
18 yards on that completion, up to 352 yards passing tonight. Bernhardt. The snap, jet sweep, the handoff. Here's Grayson Bates, middle of the field to the 40, and he'll carry the pile with him and finally slam past the 35 all the way over to the 31-yard line. Grayson Bates then ends up going for about 14 yards on the carry and a 1st down.
Yeah, nice physical run by the running back there from Ashland. We had a few Knights there on the tackle, and I think ended up being Braxton Blake that ended up finishing that tackle and slammed him to the ground, but not before a 1st down for Ashland.
Bates now 7 carries, 31 yards on the night, and that'll be the 18th 1st down for the Heroes. 1st and 10 at the West Holmes 31-yard line. Spread formation. Bernhardt.
Not in a hurry.
5 on the play clock. The snap and jet sweep. The handoff again. Bates straight ahead to the 30. Bounces to the outside of the 25. Cuts the field to the 20. Now to the 15. Still going to the 9. I should say the 11 rather. Finally thrown down at about the 10-yard line. Grayson Bates and weaving his way for about a 21-yard carry. It'll be a 1st and goal coming up.
Yeah, Zach Hustack and Braxton Blake on the tackles there, but not before a big run by Ashland. And I don't know if I just jinxed us saying we were bottling up the run game, but they're getting a couple big runs here.
All of a sudden they are. Now 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. 3 split wide left, 2 off to the right side. Bernhardt in the shotgun, takes it his time to get this snap. Motion man again, Baith. And jet sweep again, Baith, hand off to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. That will be a touchdown. Follow those blockers that time. He got in there on a 10-yard touchdown run by Grayson Baith.
Yeah, just I don't know that we're tackling with the intensity that we had in the first half, and I think that's why they're having a little bit more success here in this run game. We just don't look as aggressive to go up and make that contact. You know, meet him at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. We're kind of catching now, and with a big, good running back like him, he's going to run us over.
Grayson Baith, his 8th touchdown run of the year. And now waiting the snap, the hold, the kick is going to be knocked through the uprights by Carson O'Brien. All Ashland leading now 40-0 over West Holmes with 1:11 to play in the third quarter. This is high school football on WKLM.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Ashland on top 40-0. Again, running clock into effect in this third quarter, so we race through the third. Now under a minute to go. And O'Brien sends the kickoff. And the run, he'll pound it near the end zone. Going to be grabbed, returned by Beachy. Beachy gets him out near the 15 or the 20, weaves his way to the middle of the field, dives his way out near the 23-yard line on that return.
Yeah, I appreciate how hard he's still running. You know, the kids are blocking in front of him, but, you know, there's no give up in him. He wants to try to score every time he touches the ball. You know, he just barely caught that thing on our side of the end zone, and the refs let him go. And, you gotta take the chance because, you know, we know how dangerous he is, and he can take it for 6 in a long way, but just not right there.
Hats off to the offensive player of the game. You got it in the bag from Top Dog Uniform and Equipment. They'll take care of all your uniform needs. Stream pass to your side, grab by Matt Kraft. Half stutter step to the 25, to the 27. Slams his way out near the 28-yard line. About a 3-yard completion from Parsons.
Yeah, good idea there. There's a really long throw for that screen pass coming in for Mac, but on that wide side of the field. But just nothing there. I can't get anything going.
That'll do it after 3 quarters. After 3, Ashland 40, West Holmes nothing. This is OCC football on WKLM.
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
All ready for the fourth quarter. Knights have it second down to 6 from the 29-yard line. Here's a snap, and we'll reverse here on the carry by Braxton Blake. He'll be slammed down just shy of the first down marker. Gets himself out to the 34. That'll be about a 5-yard carry.
Yeah, I love that play. That's that play where they get everybody going one way, and the wing on the opposite side starts going back to the other side. And a decent gain there sets us up for a third down, about 1, maybe 1.5 here.
The third down on a yard from that 34-yard line. Just into the fourth quarter, 40-0 Ashland. West Holmes has the ball. 2 split wide right, 1 split wide to the left side. Backs are split. The snap. Bowman straight ahead, has the first down. Breaks down to the 40, down to the 45. It'll be spun around to the 50, finally thrown down right at midfield. Brody Bowman goes for 16 yards and a first down.
Yeah, talking about Croy never giving up. That's another one. Brody Bowman has never given up. He's running hard. He doesn't care what the score is. He doesn't care what the down is. He's going to give it his 100% effort every single time. Excellent run and excellent blocking by the line, too. So we needed that one.
Call that 17 yards, just past midfield on that 17-yard carry at the Ashland 49-yard line. Knights had the ball first and 10. It was just their 7th first down tonight, their first down of the second half. Parsons in the shotgun, calls out the play, and he'll get the snap. Dropping back pass, screen pass grab now by Beachy. Beachy middle of the field to the 45 and drilled at the 45-yard line as he met that Mack truck on that play. Goes for about, I believe, 4 yards on that pass completion, though.
Yeah, we talked about this last week on that jailbreak screen play. The worst place you can go is in the middle of the field, and I know he was avoiding that first defender, and he did a really nice job doing that. But once he stepped inside to avoid him, you got to turn back inside because that's where your blockers are. You go to the middle of the field, that's where the meat of their defense is, and that's where you don't have any blockers, and he got lit up.
Here's the snap, handoff, Bowman. Bowman hit in the backfield that time, wrapped up and thrown down, and nothing doing that time. That'll be a loss of a yard.
Yeah, that's just ugly up there on that run. I'm trying to catch the numbers here as they're making tackles. Look like Brendan Henderson on the tackle there, number 54.
3rd and 5 from the 46-yard line for the Knights, just into Ashland territory. 9:20 and counting in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers off to the right, 1 off to the left side. Parsons in the shotgun, and gets the snap. Screen pass, near side. Beachy grabs it, and past one defender, spins around, hit at the 45 and thrown down. Just a 1-yard carry, brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, that was a long throw for Parsons, but still you got to have a little more sauce on that thing because when that throw is not thrown with a lot of heat, it took a long time to get there. It gives the defense time to react and didn't give Croy a lot of time to get the ball and get space and get yardage. So, that was a tough one there.
Knights will likely go for this one, and will be 4th and 5 from the 45 of Ashland. 3 split wide left, 1 off to the right side. Snap to Parsons. Parsons rolls to his left side. Under pressure, rolls to his right. He'll kick off down to the 40. First down, Parsons down to the 35, to the 30, to the 25. Goes out of bounds near that 25-yard line. That time, good scramble by the quarterback. Gives about 20 yards for Parsons in the first down.
Yeah, nice job by Parsons. He shows off how athletic he is. We've talked about it in previous games. He's a really good athlete. Kind of started rolling out to his left. One of the defensive ends kind of went upfield and kept us contained. So he said, all right, well, I'll go to the other side of the field. Found a little space and took off running. So nice job by Parsons. Do it himself and get that first down.
1st and 10 at the Ashland 25. 2 split wide left, 1 off to the right side. Backs are split. Snap. Hand off Bowman. Bowman cuts the field to the 20. Still going as he's upended at about the 18. Second effort gets him to about the 17-yard line. On that carry, goes for about 8 yards.
Yeah, number 72 on the tackle, Thomas O'Toole, but not before Brody could get a fairly decent gain there. He does a really nice job, going in one motion, and putting his foot in the ground, finding that hole. Sometimes that's hard for a high school kid to, really see that hole and be patient to let it open up and then go on those kind of zone plays. So nice job by Brody.
2nd and 2 from the 17-yard line. Snap the Parsons dropping back. Looking. That pass going to be a leaping grab held on to and diving, I believe, just inside the 15-yard line. That should be enough to get a first down, I do believe, for West Holmes.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly what Croy was thinking was coming at him, but that was a very smart throw by Parsons because if he would have thrown it on a rope, the defender was getting ready to jump it. He put a little loft on it, threw right over the defender covering Croy and put it right in his hand. So nice job by Parsons. Great pass to have a little vision, have a little creativity to throw it over the defender and got another first down.
2-yard completion to Beachy for the first down at the 15-yard line. Knights had the ball, looking for trying to get their first score of the game. 3 split wide right, 1 off to the left side. The snap. Play action, pass near side, goes Beachy. Beachy, pass the defender to the 15, to the 10, tripped up inside the 10-yard line. Coy Beachy out near the 7-yard line that time, goes for about 8 yards on that pass completion.
Excellent job by Parsons getting them the ball quick, throwing that thing on a rope, and then letting Coy do his thing, making that first defender miss and finding space and getting upfield.
Parsons up to 160 yards passing tonight, 2nd and 3. That is from the 7-yard line. Under center is Parsons this time. Backs in I formation. The snap. Hand up. Bowman straight ahead and spun around inside the 5-yard line as he backpedals his way near the end zone. Will spot that ball at about the 2-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, I know kind of consolation prizes here, but it would really be nice to punch this thing in, get on the scoreboard. And, you don't celebrate losses, but, definitely would make our offense feel a lot better about this drive because we have done some nice things here.
That does get them a 1st and goal. And again, at the 2, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. And here's a snap, the handoff. Kerry Bowman will be hitting right away that time, stuffed. And nothing doing that time for Bowman.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a counter or just a long trap play, but as the pulling guard got across the line, somebody missed a block and hit Brody before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
May have lost the yard to the 3. So 2nd and goal from that 3-yard line. Knights will break out of the huddle.
They're going to have the ball for almost this entire quarter.
Yeah. In that running clock, it goes fast. Bowman still in the backfield. Snap to Parsons, rolls the right. Under pressure, the pass off, going to be caught in the end zone, and that will be a touchdown. He slipped it in there and it'll be grabbed for the score that time by, I believe, was that Braxton Blake?
I think it's Lynn.
Lynn Klein, excuse me.
Yeah.
Got that score.
Yeah, I think it was Lynn. Nice job by Parsons. Looked like he was kind of looking go run the whole time, and, saw Lynn just kind of sat down in a little bit of open space right about the goal line and did a nice job pulling up and throwing it quick to him. So, good drive by West Holmes. We needed that one.
3-yard touchdown pass to Lynn Klein. The snap, the hold in, the kick by Garrett Oberst. He'll punch it through. Oberst now on the season up to now 28 of 28 on PAT tries. West Holmes on the board with that now 3:59 to play in the 4th. 40-7 Ashland. This is OCC football on WKLM.
This is Dr. Ryder with Active Chiropractic. Dr. Alexander and I are accepting new patients and look forward to helping you get back to a pain-free lifestyle. Chiropractic is a great way not only to help with back pain, but also headaches, sciatica, herniated disc, shoulder pain, knee pain, and more. We have the most available office hours in the area to help you 6 days a week and even on evenings. Our office is located in Millersburg. You can contact us through activechiropractic.co, where we now offer easy online scheduling for existing and new patients, or you can call us at 330-674-4373. Again, that is 330-674-4373. We look forward to helping you, and go Knights!
Oberst now for the kickoff. He will send it away into Varin. He'll pound it. And to the 16, return now to the 20, to the 25-yard line. Stutter step to the 30, and slamming about the 31-yard line. That return by Gabe Baith.
Yeah, try to find the number on that tackler because that was a nice tackle. He's caught his shoestrings. I think it was Colton Taggart there. Colton Taggart or Oliver Fleming, one of the two. Had a nice job catching his shoelaces, got him right to the ground. There's a down player. I'm not sure if it's Ashland or West Holmes. I can't quite see, but...
Tonight's scoreboard update brought to you by the Kilbuck Savings Bank. Now a 40-7 lead for Ashland as West Holmes gets on the board for the first time. That play drive now, a 13-play drive, 75 yards. Of course, with the running clock, kind of skews this a little bit, but the drive going for 9 minutes and 12 seconds. And, of course, capped off by the 3-yard touchdown pass by Parsons to Lynn Klein. And again, we know this was kind of a gauntlet these last 2 weeks, Scott, and it has been. Lexington in Ashland, cream of the crop in the OCC. But these are going to be an important 2 weeks, these last 2 weeks here. And the Knights trying to find something here at the end of this game to go off of as they can kind of regroup here, weeks number 9 and 10.
Yeah, although, the kids might not be looking at the scoreboard, if we can finish the game strong, we score on that drive, maybe we stop them here, quick 3 and out, that makes you leave the game feeling a lot better about yourself than, if we don't score again and Ashland puts another touchdown up. So, important end of the game. Everything matters. Everything matters that in the game, and the effort matters. How you finish the game matters because, if they just give up, they let everybody run all over them, and they can't do anything on offense, you feel even more defeated. So, a very important offensive drive there. And another, again, an important defensive stand here would make us feel a lot better going to New Philly next week.
40-7 Ashland. We'll take a quick break, come back to you after this. This is high school football on WKLM.
When you work the land, out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number. And that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Call Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39 Millersburg, for your farm tire needs.
Chris D'Alessandro, the injured player for West Holmes, being helped off to the far sideline. Now play will resume as Ashland will have the ball, and they'll spot that at the 31-yard line to start off this drive. Spread formation. Here's the snap. New quarterback in there. Here's the handoff of the jet sweep and drill that time. That time with the ball for the Arrows was number 7 to be Mateo Stevenson, but nothing doing.
Yeah, Chris Williams, I love his tenacity in there in the middle. He doesn't care if it's a first string or second string. He's playing hard every single time, and he gets an opportunity, at the first string running back or the second string running back. He's trying to tackle right through you. Nice job by Chris.
Playing quarterback now is Blaine Schlechte. Blaine Schlechte is a sophomore QB for Ashland. 2:44 to go. Tonight's defensive player of the game brought to you by Bully Dogs Towing and Recovery. Give them a call, 330-231-4111. And tonight's game clock brought to you by D&M Rocks. Again, we're at 2:33 to go.
Looking at their left guard, 6'360". That's a big sophomore.
Yes, it is. Timeout on the field, 40-7 Ashland. This is high school football on WKLM.
MRV Siding Supply is introducing another line of stone called Casa di Sassi, where old world charm meets modern luxury. Whether you're looking to enhance your outdoor space or add a touch of sophistication to your interior design, their wide range of products will meet your every need. Choose from a variety of styles and colors to create the perfect ambiance for your space. Casa di Sassi, where timeless beauty meets exceptional quality. Discover the possibilities at MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg, or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
In their region, they are losing 23-15 to Tri-Valley tonight. One update on that score. Right now it will be Ashland back on the field. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Play clock down to 9 seconds to 8. Not in a hurry to get this snap, and the snap will be taken. Straight ahead on the carry by the quarterback to the 30 and be thrown down and thrown backwards at about that 31-yard line. And that time got maybe a gain of a yard to the 31.
And Dylan Sowers and Coy Beachy on the tackle there for West Holmes. Nice job getting a push on the defensive line. We got some clean jerseys out there, some new faces. They're doing a nice job here. And then we got a couple of familiar faces still out there as well.
3rd and 10 from the 31-yard line. 1:40 and counting. And again, the quarterback out there, Blaine Schlechte, the snap. Here's the handoff, the carry to the 30. Cuts the field now to the 35, thrown down at about the 36-yard line on that carry that time. I believe that was Isaiah Puckett, and it was, as he gets himself a carry of about 5 yards.
Yeah, I think it was Seth Lau on the tackle, along with Silas Baker. I believe that's Silas is a freshman. Lau is a sophomore there, so good playing time for them, getting some varsity experience.
4th and 4 from the 36. Offense out there for Ashland. See what they decide to do. Here's the snap. They'll go for it. Juggling on the jet sweep, and it was the Puckett who couldn't grab that handoff cleanly, and he'll go down for a big loss out near the 34-yard line, so they'll turn the ball over on downs.
Yeah, the Mark tackle up for the turf monster on that one. Just it kind of was clumsy right from the start, and then tripped it up over his own feet, and West Holmes is going to get the ball here.
And hats off to the offensive player of the game. You've got it in the bag from Top Dog Uniform and Equipment, where you get all your uniform needs. Knights will have it. Down 40-7 in the final 15 seconds. See if they get another snap off here in this one. Kind of looking like that's not going to be the case, and that's going to do it. So Ashland gets themselves another victory. They win at 40-7 over West Holmes. Ashland has now won 18 consecutive regular season games as they go to an unbeaten 8-0 in the year, 4-0 in the OCC. West Holmes drops their record down to 5-3 overall. That's their second straight loss. They're 3-2 in the OCC. Final score, Ashland 40 and West Holmes 7. Back with the post-game show next on WKLM.
Hi, this is Dr. Kayla Dunn from Millersburg Dental. I'd like to remind you it is important now more than ever to make your health a priority. A healthy body starts with a healthy mouth, and we can help. Call us today at 330-674-8080. This has been Dr. Kayla Dunn from Millersburg Dental.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767. The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
MEB Systems, the area's flat roof specialist. MEB Systems also offers retrofit solutions for low-slope metal roofs. MEB Systems counts it as a privilege to serve our community and beyond with the highest level of customer service and top-notch workmanship. Let them not only learn your business, but also your trust. When it comes to your roof, trust your local experts who believe if it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at mbsystems.com. MBB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Tricor Industrial is the local solution for your industrial fasteners, industrial maintenance, repair, and operation supplies. With over 50,000 line items in stock and access to over 2 million products, Tricor Industrial provides the supplies you need in a timely manner to meet your demanding schedules. Stop by their Bowman Street location in Worcester or call them at 330-264-3299. You can find them online at tricorindustrialinc.com.
Danbury Senior Living in Millersburg, it's not just a place to stay, it's a place you can call home. With active adult living villas, assisted living, and memory care, residents experience a maintenance-free lifestyle, countless social opportunities, gourmet dining, and so much more, all with the peace of mind of knowing The best support is available 24/7. To see what makes our community so special, call 330-473-6860.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
The highlight reel is brought to you by Thread and Ink Custom Apparel, Embroidery, and Screen Printing in Holmesville.
And the final score from Ashland Community Stadium, it is the Arrows defeating the Knights by the final margin of 47-7. And for Ashland, you get a score of 10:07 to play in the first quarter, as Ashland would get a score on this play. First and goal from the 5. The snap, Bernhardt straight ahead. The carry into the end zone. No, it'll be yes, it will be a touchdown. Nathan Bernhardt, 6'6" tall, so he's plenty tall to stretch that out. His 15th rushing touchdown of the year, and Ashland will strike first. They're up 6-0. And they do on the 8-play drive, 76 yards, a minute 53 on the drive. Ashland led 7-0 there. Then they would score again with 6:30 to play in the first quarter on this play. That'll be the first down on the carry. First and 10 the snap. Bernhardt dropping back, looking. Get the pass off deep. Middle of field receiver. We're going to be caught into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown. Grabbed by senior receiver Dakota Croy on a 35-yard touchdown pass. Nathan Bernhardt on that strike for him, his 17th touchdown pass of the year. Crudy with that touchdown grab, his second touchdown reception of the year. 14-0 Ashland after one. Then with 11:14 to play in the second quarter, Nathan Bernhardt, the quarterback, his second touchdown run of the game. This time a 7-yard touchdown run, and up to now 16 touchdown runs of the year. Ashland led 21-0 at that point. They would tack on back-to-back field goals to close out the half. A 28-yard field goal by senior kicker Carson O'Brien, followed by a 37-yard field goal as well. And Ashland led 27-0 at the half. Two more scores in the third quarter by the Arrows. One came with 8:15 to play in the third quarter on this play. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Snap to Bernhardt, looking to the end zone. Lob pass going to be a diving grab held onto, and that is going to be a touchdown. This time grabbed by Dakota Crudy on the 4-yard touchdown pass. Crudy, his second touchdown reception of the ball game, and that put Bernhardt up to 18 touchdown passes of the year, and they would add on to their score. They would not get the PAT off. Of course, they'd add on to that lead at 33-0. Then the Arrows would score again with 1:11 to play in the third quarter on this play. All of a sudden they are now first and goal at the 10-yard line. 3 split wide left, 2 off to the right side. Bernhardt in the shotgun, takes it his time to get this snap. Motion man again, Baith, and jet sweep again, Baith. They hand off to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. That will be a touchdown. Follow the blockers that time. He got in there on a 10-yard touchdown run by Grayson Baith. Grayson Baith, his first touchdown run of the night, his 8th touchdown run of the season. Ashland led it 40-0 through 3. One score came in the fourth quarter, that was by way of West Holmes. The Knights would score with 3:59 to play in the fourth on this play. Bowman still in the backfield. Snap to Parsons, rolls to right. Under pressure, the pass off, going to be caught in the end zone, and that will be a touchdown. He slipped it in there, and it'll be grabbed for the score that time by, I believe, was that Braxton Blake?
I think it's Lynn.
Lynn Klein, got that score. Glenn Klein with that touchdown grab, his 3rd touchdown reception of the year. Parsons with, though, his 15th touchdown pass of the season, and that would be it for the scoring for West Holmes. That last drive, due to the running clock, kind of skewed things, but they went 13 plays, 75 yards, 9 minutes and 12 seconds on that drive, and the Knights with their lone score of the night, and they finish it up as Ashland wins it 40-7 over West Holmes tonight. Back right around after this on WKLM. All right, right back to me after this.
Custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing in Holmesville.
Community Xfinity Stadium, and Ashland wins it 40-7 over West Holmes. Take a look at the final offensive numbers tonight in the post-game show brought to you by MRV Siding Supply. For Ashland, they ran 51 plays. West Holmes ran 44 plays from the line of scrimmage. And for the Arrows, they had 19 first downs. The Knights had 10 first downs on the night. For Ashland, they had 22 carries, 82 yards net rushing for Ashland on the night. Leading the way for them, Grayson Bates had 9 carries for 62 yards. He had 1 touchdown run. Quarterback Nathan Bernhardt had 9 carries, 17 yards. He also had 2 touchdown runs on the night. For West Holmes, they had 22 carries for 106 yards rushing tonight. Leading the way for them was their running back in Brody Bowman, who had 14 carries for 61 yards to the ground. Len Klein had 3 carries for 15 yards. And also quarterback in Braden Parsons finished up with 3 carries for 23 yards to the ground. For Ashland, Nathan Bernhardt in all 23 of 29 passing for 352 yards. And 2 touchdown passes for the Appalachian State commit. And for Brandon Parsons, he would go 13 of 22 passing for 163 yards on the night for West Holmes. And, of course, he had the 1 touchdown pass to Len Klein. In all, Ashland had 434 yards of offense. West Holmes had 269. And for Ashland, they had 5 penalties for 50 yards. West Holmes also 5 penalties for 50 yards. Neither team had a penalty the entire second half, in fact. Final score, Ashland 40, West Holmes 7. Back around with the final defensive numbers after this from MRV Siding Supply.
Sierra Pacific products are MRV Siding Supply. Their products will enhance any decor and make any home brighter, more inviting, and more comfortable with wood interior windows and 8 wood species with 50 exterior colors. Whether you're replacing, renovating, remodeling, or rebuilding, they have exactly what you're looking for. From the Sierra Pacific Transcend replacement windows and doors to their Westchester double hung windows. That's MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Difficulties that last time. They're going through the offensive numbers one more time here. Ashland wins at 40-7 over West Holmes. And for Ashland, they ran 51 plays. West Holmes ran 44. The Arrows 19 first downs, while the Knights had 10 first downs on the night. Ashland 22 carries, 82 yards on the ground for Ashland. Leading the way for the Arrows in their running attack, that would be Grayson Bates had 9 carries for 62 yards. He had 1 touchdown run. Also on the ground tonight for Ashland, leading the way for them, Nathan Bernhardt, their quarterback, had 9 carries, 17 yards. He also had 2 touchdown runs. For West Holmes, they had 22 carries for 106 yards rushing on the night. Leading the way for them was Brody Bowman, who had 14 carries for 61 yards. Len Klein, 3 carries for 15 yards. And quarterback Brandon Parsons had 3 carries for 23 yards. For Ashland, Nathan Bernhardt, the Appalachian State commit, was 23 of 29 passing for 352 yards. He also threw 2 touchdown passes. For West Holmes quarterback Brandon Parsons, he was 13 of 22 passing for 163 yards and also had 1 touchdown pass that he threw to Len Klein. In all, Ashland had 434 yards of offense. West Holmes had 269, and Ashland had 5 penalties, 50 yards. West Holmes also 5 penalties and 50 yards. Neither team did have a penalty the entire second half. Ashland again gets the win, 40-7 over West Holmes, and now Scott Vaughn, and look at the final defensive numbers.
Yeah, looking at time of possession in the second half, West Holmes had the ball for 13 minutes and 49 seconds. The majority of that came on that touchdown drive with that accumulated 9 minutes and 12 seconds. Overall, West Holmes had the ball for 23 minutes and 38 seconds. In the second half for Ashland, they had the ball for 10 minutes and 11 seconds, totaling up for the game 23 minutes and 32 seconds. They scored on 7 of 8 drives. Third down efficiency for West Holmes for the game, they were 4 for 8, and Ashland was also 4 for 8 on the game. West Holmes was 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions. Ashland was 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions. Individually for the Knights, leading the team in tackles, shocker here, Braxton Blake and Chris Williams. They had 7 tackles each, and they each had a sack as well. Coy Beachy, who was right on their tail, with 6 tackles, and he also had a sack. Rhett Cheney and Evan Hawksworth both had 5 tackles. Cody Gallion, Zach Hustack, and Lynn Klein had 4 tackles each. Zach Hustack added a tackle for a loss. Oliver Fleming had 3 tackles. He added a sack in there. Chance Jackson and Colton Taggart had 2 tackles, and then Matt Kraft, Dylan Sowers, Silas Baker, and Seth Lau all added 1 tackle to the defense. For Ashland, Gunnar Lacey was all over the field tonight. He had 5 tackles. He also added a forced fumble. Trent Summer had 3 tackles. Drayson Martin, Grayson Blau, Brandon Briggs all had 2 tackles. Tanner Wolf, Jordan Ferguson, Bodie Smith, Brendan Henderson, Thomas O'Toole, and Brayton Stewart all had 1 tackle for the Arrows.
Again, the final, it is Ashland with the win. They remain unbeaten with their 18th consecutive regular season victory. They win at 40-7 over West Holmes. We'll be back around to wrap it up after this from MRV Siding Supply.
Looking to bring more light into your home or close in that back porch? MRV Siding Supply has you covered. Now offering can-clad architectural cladding. Enjoy the beauty of wood without the upkeep. It's maintenance-free with a modern wood look that lasts. Plus, their bifold doors create stunning openings for your 3-season room. MRV Siding Supply, your go-to in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com. And bring your space to life with can-clad.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
The score of 40-7 tonight in Ashland Community Stadium. Matt Croy alongside Scott Vaughn. And just the reality is Ashland tends to do this for a lot of teams, and they're doing what they've really been doing all season long.
Yeah, their offense is excellent. They do a really nice job of finding space, lulling the defense to sleep, and then those deep shots. And I mean, even we had some good coverage. That quarterback is just surgical back there. You give him time, and it's tough. Like we talked about during the game. You rush him and he runs. And if you contain him, he just sits back there, and he does a great job of seeing the field and putting the ball right on the money. So it's so tough to defend a team like that with a talented quarterback like that. So yeah, it was tough there. And then offensively, we just couldn't ever get anything going. We had 1 decent drive that didn't end up in a score. But I did like to see that last drive. It wasn't going to get us back in the game, but it's something to leave the game on a positive note. So yeah, just a very good team, and we just didn't do the little things to kind of stay in the game. But this is a team that does this to a lot of teams, so it's not like it's just us. So I'm watching the kids walk off the field. They're pretty disappointed here. I know they think they could have played better, but we have got to get our heads up and know that we can play ball. And we've got 2 winnable games here coming up. New Philly and Canton South are very tough teams, but they're winnable games. They're not like Lexington and Ashland. But if we don't keep our heads up, it could get ugly here at the end of the season.
Yeah, 2 big weeks here. You kind of look at tonight. I'll be trying to throw some positive here tonight. A couple of games that kind of had some playoff implications, at least first affecting West Holmes. Orville defeated, was up big in the fourth quarter, 27-13 over Worthington Christian. Of course, that's the team that West Holmes beat earlier this year. And also Philo a couple of spots ahead of West Holmes in their region. They lost to Tri-Valley tonight. 37-15 was the last time I saw their score late in the fourth quarter. So a couple of games like that can help there in their favor. And then knowing that West Holmes, again, the top 12 get in. They're right in that a few spots ahead of that, 9 sitting right now. They probably won't move a whole lot off of that going into the next week. And again, those 2 weeks are going to be very important against New Philadelphia and Canton South, as you talked about.
Yeah, as kind of our enrollment drops here, and we are the smallest team in the OCC, the nice part about playing these bigger schools, we gain a lot of points for a win, and we don't really lose a ton from a loss, especially from a good team like Ashland. But I think one thing to remember is we've beaten some really solid teams here at the first half of the season. And we were right there with Triway, who is, again, another solid team. So we just got to keep our heads up. We know we got to remember that we are a good team. We can play some solid football. We just kind of run into 2 buzzsaws here, and we can't just let that, drown our self-confidence.
No doubt. Of course, the Ashland team keeps rolling. The Week 10 matchup between them and Lexington should be quite a battle.
Yeah, it would be exciting to watch that game. Hopefully it's streamed somewhere, and after we watch, hopefully, a West Holmes win next week, I'd love to go back and watch that, because Ashland's got the big guns Lexington has the big guns to hang with Ashland if they can control that quarterback and not let him sit back in that pocket and pass all over the place. But that's going to be a huge showdown next week.
It'll be interesting to see, that's for sure. Meanwhile, for Ashland, they get the win tonight, and again, 40-7, they go now to 8-0 on the year, 4-0 in the OCC, and for them, they will play against Worcester at home next week, and then that Week 10 showdown against Lexington. And then for West Holmes, they'll drop to 5-3 overall, 3-2 in the OCC. Again, they'll be at New Philadelphia next week. Same situation next week. This is a heads up. We'll be live on the radio and the internet. We will have to do delayed video at New Philadelphia, again, per New Philadelphia rules, so that'll be the situation there. Then we'll be back to live streaming, of course, in Week 10 back in Knight Stadium. So West Holmes at New Philadelphia at Quaker Stadium next Friday night. That'll wrap things up for us. Of course, we do want to thank our video stream partners, that being Claxon Communications. Again, are we video streaming yet, Jacob? We're going to be posting that here soon, correct?
Once we're done with the wrap-up.
Okay, so as soon as we finish up the post-game show, we will be posting that to the WKLM YouTube page for the video stream for tonight's contest. If you want to catch that for tonight, we want to thank Jacob Heading producing tonight's video stream coverage, as well as Sheldon Stotts working the camera as well. And thanks to Michael Hammond back at WKLM Sports Central. Reminder also tonight, we have hometown football Friday night coming your way. We'll have all the area scores for you. A post-game interview with Keaton Leplaw, highlights from tonight's contest, a conversation with the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels, and also Jake Seno has the Cleveland Browns report and more, all coming away tonight on Hometown Football Friday night. For Scott Vaughn, I'm Matt Croy. The post-game show brought to you by MRV Siding Supply. And the final score from Ashland Coonerty Stadium, it was Ashland 40 and West Holmes 7. Good, so long, everybody.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.